everybody. My name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby.
Caller, this is calls for Ayala. Hi. So.
Hey, do you remember me?
Who's this?
Nick.
No.
Last name Gers.
Nick Gers. I don't know names. I don't even remember my mom's name.
Say it again.
If you even tell me my mom, I wouldn't remember her name. Like, I'm really bad with names. How do you look?
Will you say my name again? I don't even know if you heard me right.
Nick Gers.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you have to call in like that? Why do you have to call in like that? That's not a good caller. It's a horrible, horrible caller. I'm going to play you a little song.
Nick Gers! Oh, Nick.
Me Chinese, me play joke, me put pee-pee in your coat.
What's up, Vivek?
Hey.
Whoa!
Look at this.
What's up, guys?
I was craving a Slurpee.
Can I get my change back correctly?
You know, we'll.
I feel like a lot of us are conservative in the way that we just want to be able to say the N-word and it not really matter.
That's all I want. Come on. Is that so much to ask? Can't I just say the N-word? Does that make me a bad person?
Come on, guys.
Violet's a huge fan of yours. She loves censored TV.
Oh, great.
I do. I love your show. Big fan.
All she wants is to be able to say the N-word, but that's the only thing that's holding her back in life.
Yeah.
Oh, it just, you go like this.
How are you and your man? Oh, Bisconti, he's in hospice. I'm teasing. Oh, it's a joke. It was an old man joke. No, there was somebody in hospice on meeting it earlier, so I was like, oh, geez. I'm just kidding. He's fine. Oh my God, we're great. I'll marry that man. Oh, he's adorable. So.
If my babies fall out, this is your fault, John. I'm just saying.
Jumping jack. Whoa!
Yeah, don't.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Okay. There. I did it. What, you can take me? If my babies fall out, this is your fault.
Whoa!
There. I did it.
Winning, son.
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm an English teacher, a dialect coach, and today I'm going to show you exactly what actors do perfectly and terribly when they try to do a British accent. Let's rate some accents.
My kink is British accents. Oh, is that all right?
Cheerio, cut.
Yeah, right then. Bush cheerio.
You're really attracted to this.
Oh, bloody hell.
I had to look up where she grew up and went to school because I genuinely don't know why she's so good. She's not trying to sound perfect.
I'm taking the dog, dumbass.
I'm taking the dog.
He's just happy to have the attention. He's just happy to have the attention.
Got tired of my scheming. It's me. Hi, I'm the baddie. It's me.
Our next guest is originally from Danville, Illinois. He enjoys cold beer and hot music. Says that he and his mom don't see eye to eye on his love life. And he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot. Fine, how are you? Faggot is rather an odd name.
Yeah, you know, it is an odd name.
Speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Mrs. Stay.
Lisa Conchata.
Ding, 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 ding.
Sunday, Monday, happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy day. Thursday, Friday, happy day. The weekend comes, my cycle hums.
Your lip, just kind of get it in there. Fill it in a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
I'm gay. I have relationships with men, and sex with men.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to SimpCast, your favorite Sunday night show on YouTube. Well, you can also listen to this show Twitter, Rumble, Rockfin, MySpace, Friendster, Facebook, Twitch. You know the deal. Like and subscribe, please. Almost at 98,000 on YouTube, and I would love to get to 100,000 by the end of the year. I could put the little play button right here. Please and thank you. Before I bring in our fabulous SimpCast panelists for the evening, a little word from our sponsor. That's right. We have a sponsor. We've hit the big time, everyone. Tonight's sponsor is the Great U.S. Treasure Hunt. It's like a scavenger hunt. And this little video is going to tell you more. Ready and go.
The Great U.S. Treasure Hunt. We've delivered winners from all over the U.S., awarding thousands in prize money. We've hidden 10 coins in public. And for the first time, we give the clues to their exact location in a comic book format. 10 states, 10 coins, 10 clues, $10,000. One comic book. The Great U.S. Treasure Hunt. The hunt begins October 15th. Order now. thegreatustreasurehunt.com.
Woohoo! Oh boy! I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the Great U.S. Treasure Hunt because it's very exciting. It's like a scavenger hunt, but for adults and where you can win a lot of money. The Great U.S. Treasure Hunt returns in 2024 with $10,000 in prizes up for grabs. They've hidden 10 coins in 10 states, and the clues to their exact location is in a comic book, much like this one that's already begun to mail out. They started mailing these little bad boys out October 22nd. So get yours now with promo code CMP, and you can save $5 on it. Oh, I just dropped it. You can save $5 on any package. Go to thegreatustreasurehunt.com for full details. You can team up with different people from across the country and split the prize money. $500 for the solver, $500 for the finder of the coin. These coins, they're all over the place, baby. 5 in states west of and east of the Mississippi, 5 different time zones. Either Hawaii or Alaska is guaranteed to have a coin. At least 2 states that border the Pacific Ocean, at least 2 states that border the Atlantic Ocean, at least 2 Gulf Coast states, at least 2 Great Lakes states, at least 2 state capitals. only 2 states that border each other. These coins are hidden, not buried, so you won't need a shovel or a metal detector or any kind of archaeological tools to find them. Clues are in this little ditty, this little comic book. 10 puzzles on 2-page spreads. You can use the text, the illustration, or possibly both together to solve for an exact location in the U.S. The Great U.S. Treasure Hunt has given away over $40,000 in the past, and in 2024, they will give away at least $10,000 more. The coins are similar to challenge coins. They're like thick pogs, really, like this. And there's a little serial number on the side, so they're very special. They've got some weight to them. All books will be mailed via first-class mail starting on October 22nd. There's no guarantee that will arrive. What day it will get to you, that depends on your local post office. No clues will be released on the website, YouTube, or any other social media for at least 2 months. So you have until December or something to solve the puzzles in the book, partner with someone to find the coin, and enjoy your victory. Go to thegreatustreasurehunt.com. Use promo code CMP now to save $5. And guess what? I think somebody already found one of the coins. So get on it. Get on it, boys and girls. God, how many of you watched the Trump rally in Madison Square Garden? I think it just finished. Very exciting stuff. We're going to talk about. There's so much internet. There's the race is really heating up. Things are getting very exciting. I want to hear your guys' thoughts, but I also want to hear the thoughts of these two gorgeous ladies. And you both know them. They've been on before. You know them. You love them. Lauren DeLaguna and Banana Mommy, also known as Forest Mommy. I meant to grab a costume or something, and then I just got busy with the baby last minute. So now
You
poor
kind of have a
Jessica's
cat.
here.
Well, you have a tiger shirt on. You can be
Oh,
tigery.
you're right. I'm
Yeah.
Tiger King. Correct. Poor Jessica's here as the lone banana, but that's okay.
It's all
You work it.
good.
How are you ladies? Lauren, what's new with you? You look like you're about to go on a job interview.
I'm going out tonight, so with a couple of so I hope I look like I'm more fun than a job interview, but it's just the jacket. I think it's just the jacket.
It is the
Power
jacket.
jacket.
It's a crop top.
I like
so-
it. It looks like
Yeah.
you've just come from work and you're ready to tip a few back and make a few mistakes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that look. I like the look of a jacket with a crop top. That's
It's like,
perfect.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm an assistant. I work in corporate America.
Take me
but I can
seriously,
still-
but look at my
still-
abs.
but I still black out with the best of them.
Exactly. Yeah, no, what's new with me? I guess just I finally got accepted into Florida for the bar, and I'm also an
Ooh.
Arizona attorney now. So I guess that's what's new
Ooh.
with me. Other than that, nothing much. I've just been, chilling, getting ready for the holidays, watched the Trump rally. My roommate, we're watching it a little bit behind, so I could hear her continuing to watch it in the next room. And yeah, it's been good. I can't wait to see the election results. I'm really praying.
Yeah.
I'm praying hard for my man, for my guy.
We are. And of course, by that, you mean Tim Waltz.
Of course.
Are you in Florida or Arizona right now?
I'm in Florida.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's firmly Trump country. I really wanted to go to the garden today, to the rally. A couple of my friends went out there, but I'm glad I didn't, because it would have been just hours and hours longer than I thought. And I wouldn't have been back in time to start the show, but oh my God. And there were thousands. Did I hear this right? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. The garden itself holds 19 or 20K, and I think there were 75,000 people just outside in the streets of New York City.
Oh wow.
Which is wild, but very
Oh,
cool.
wow.
And I totally believe it. But wouldn't that be great if New York went red? God, that'd be exciting. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I mean, that would be unheard of. That would be unheard of. Rudy Giuliani spoke, and he was saying that he was one of three Republican mayors in 100 years. So I mean, that would be unheard of, but that would be great. Could you imagine AOC's face? I'd love to see it.
She would poop herself. I would enjoy that. Um, and we got some clips and things to go over from the rally too, and just the election. It's really heating up. I think the left is getting very desperate and weird, and you can just tell by. And I don't know if this is just my algorithm, but the amount of ads I'm seeing for the Harris Waltz campaign, it's astounding. It's like every 10 tweets is something Kamala, something from Tampon Tim, and I'm like, I just keep hitting like ignore, and they keep coming.
Maybe because you're hitting ignore. It's like, ooh, it's engaging.
Yeah.
We
Like,
all look
ooh,
at her.
let's send her 2 more. Banana Mommy, before we went live, you said you're busy making the government mad at you. What did you mean by that? What's new with you?
Oh, just with like because I do so much local stuff out here, and we've got like I'm in Colorado.
Right?
It's bad. I mean, these commies have taken over at like some of our local levels, the counties, and all they're doing is just creating like nonprofits and NGOs, and they're just taking money. And it's just like the more you expose them, the more like you find that they do, and they just get away with it all. But so we're loud and proud out here. I missed I actually wanted to go to the Trump rally out here, and I missed it, but it's fun because now I know a bunch of people out here who are there, and like I called into like our radio station to ask Forest Mommy too. That
really?
They're like, oh, we love you, Forest Mommy. So I'm like, Colorado's it's just fun.
Ooh,
like,
knew you.
Yeah, it's like because we're like fighting for our life out here because they're terrible. Like we all have to like work together in groups. So I'm helping a couple of campaigns locally, like commissioner races and stuff and things like that, and showing up to my city council and making them.
Putting in the work. Are you near Aurora at all?
No, so I'm in Nevada, which is straight across. Like they're east side, I'm west side. And I haven't been over there since, but I've been we've all been kind of paying attention to it all. And obviously, because our media out here has been trying to like gaslight us and like cover it up. And we've always hated these. It's the news station, the guy who doxed me when I ran for office. It's the same news station. So they're like, great guys. But they've been like flat out lying the whole time. And now there's a city council lady over. They were on like Dr. Phil and stuff. Like
no way.
Yeah, it's crazy. But she's been releasing videos now, and like now we have people saying, yeah, there is trafficking going on, which we all know. And and then there's like the management company made a Twitter, and they're like just the PR, but like they were making deals with the NGOs, putting these people in there. They're trying to say they were which they were slummy, because guess what government money does? It makes slums. That's how it works. Like that's just what they do. So anyways, yeah, that's been a big part of my life too, has been digging up all these connections with NGOs down to these little like nonprofits where they showed up and wrote signs. Like Venezuelans are traveling to Denver, and then they're like, our landlord sucks. Like they would ever write a sign like that, but it's these nonprofits that are paid to go do this stuff. It's nuts what's going on.
Oh, that sounds messy. And then there's the gangs that have taken over the apartment buildings out there too. Is that in Aurora as well?
Yeah, that's Aurora. That's where it's all going on. It's just a whole mess. Like, and they've been trying to cover it up, which is the weirdest thing. They've all been trying to, even a Republican mayor has been trying to cover it up. It's like, what is going on?
Well, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's like, how could you let this happen?
Yeah, I think I'm full conspiracy theorist, right? I think it's we know there's child trafficking going on. We have these people on video now saying, yeah, we hear they moved from that apartment to that apartment, like it's a coke supply, like they move it around. And so I think they're like, why would you want to cover that up at all? It just makes no sense.
Yeah.
So unless you're in on it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much money flowing around, like whether or not like politicians are easily bought, whether they're conservative or liberal, unless they're like Trump and they're, richer before they get into office. But a lot of them, like Nancy Pelosi, and there's others on the conservative side as well, that they could just be easily bought, whether it's insider trading or Venezuelan gangs or cartels. And yeah, so why not? If you're paid to cover it up.
You know who's not paid? What a terrible intro. It's Cat. Cat Canada. What a terrible intro.
Hey, ladies.
Not paid. It's not bought. I should have said. Hi, Cat. Cat is our favorite Canadian. I don't know if you guys over there in Canada are following this race much, but it's heating up. Trump just had a huge rally at Madison Square Garden in New York City here, and I wish I was in the city just to see how teeming with Trump supporters it is. Like, just to see like a sea of red hats would be very cool. And the propaganda, it's running amok. I saw this tweet of somebody taking a video of a reporter on the street. They were talking about, he was just reporting on the, like, here I am in front of the rally, and this guy, let's see, this liberal reporter. Here it is. Here's this clip. My gosh. Oopsie. Here it comes. Okay, this is from Ollie London. He does a great job. Liberal reporter saying there's a real air of menace. Oh, this is some guy just, reporting on TikTok. Of course, it's always TikTok. But listen to this guy.
I'm in front of Madison Square Garden here in New York City. There's a massive crowd waiting to get in, and there's a real air of menace here. This is not a joyful crowd by and large. A huge sea of pardon Trump signs that we saw earlier. And I think that's part of the message tonight. This is a hedge. This is not a campaign or a candidate that is confident about winning. This is a campaign and a candidate that is appealing to the most extreme elements of his base, so that in the event of a loss, they can take their fight to the streets. This is a continuation of that appeal to the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by. And there's no doubt that this venue was chosen for a reason. Do me a favor, Google Madison Square 1939.
Who is this douchebag? Oh my God. This makes me so mad. Nobody has mentioned the Proud Boys in years. They're basically completely irrelevant. Haven't all their main people been locked up? It's just they're irrelevant. And this guy, it's either he hasn't updated his OS in a while, or he's just, what I think, purposely misleading his audience. And it's very diabolical. I think the left is like really setting up some kind of well, who knows? They might riot, if Trump loses. Their base is very volatile. And it's like he's saying, he's appealing to the fringes. There's like 100,000 people between inside and outside the building there. That's not fringe sounding to me. That sounds like the majority. And it's infuriating to see this, because it's just, is it just for clicks? Is it because they want people to riot should some shenanigans go down?
I've never heard like an old conservative Trump rally crowd with like babies and family oriented described as menacing. Like, has he been to New York before? Is this his first time? It's usually deeply menacing. This is like the only time when it's not menacing. Just like,
a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, like American flags everywhere and people smiling, and oh my gosh, that's hysterical. And
he can't do this with the faces of the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to say this, everyone's got their backs turned, but if we could see the faces of the crowd, they'd all be there like laughing, joking, having a good time. It's all like they're all patriots, they're all good people who are like, oh cool, and then we're going to work tomorrow, but we want to come to this Trump rally. And just it's obscene that he's saying this.
It's funny.
It's not parody. It's not a parody. He's for real.
That would be a great parody. I love seeing all those Twitter
accounts. It's not bad.
That just rage bait by posting about how great Kamala is, seeing all the conservatives be like, what are you talking about?
That's true.
And being like, exactly. And they're like, what is she even saying?
We're trying to get our Twitter coins. What were you going to say, Kat? I think I interrupted you.
Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, I should have just they did the same here in Canada when the Freedom Truckers went to the Capitol to protest the mandates. It was like a family-friendly event. There was like families, kids dancing, singing, hot tubs, like they were shoveling snow off the sidewalk, and they called them, occupiers and Nazis because like one person carried some questionable flag, and they painted the whole thing as that. It's the same playbook. They're calling. I am following, by the way, closely, watching what's happening. It's the similar thing. I think it was Hillary that was saying, or was it Kamala? I don't know. Probably the both of them saying
they're the same.
Like a rally. It's like a Germany's rally. Like it's like a Hitler rally. She's just like literally Hitler. Like they're not letting the Trump is literally Hitler trope go. And it's hilarious, and it's not surprising because that's the left. That's what they do. They did it to us too. There was like literally families serving food to homeless people at the freedom protest in the Capitol here in Canada in 2022, but they labeled the whole entire thing because one, likely a liberal plant agitator with a flag, came there, hung out for 1 hour out of the whole entire week, and then they called us all racist, bigots, misogynists, science deniers, all the things. It's not surprising.
Yeah, it's sad because for a while Kamala was backing off of the Trump is a Nazi talking points, and then I think they're getting desperate, so they need to come back to that. I guess I'm the first, Black female president is not getting her as far as she thought.
Is she Black? I thought she was brown.
No, she's part Caribbean. I don't know if that counts.
She's Jamaican. But it is kind of crazy because I bet that same guy who's calling this a menacing crowd would look at the BLM like torching buildings and being like, it's mostly peaceful. This is a mostly loving group. So they're menacing and they're mostly peaceful.
Fiery, but mostly peaceful. Riots, but mostly peaceful riots.
Always.
Exactly.
Yeah. Always. And here's the footage of everybody waiting in line to get into the rally. Oh, yeah. Does it look like a menacing group to you?
Look at them. They all look like they look old, mostly elderly people and like babies and families. They all seem smiley.
Wow.
It's a huge
This is really, they're taking up entire city blocks. I bet it's the streets are filled just all the way around Madison Square Garden. So it's probably all the Herald Square area near 34th Street there is just going to be mobbed. Look at this.
What makes me the most happy about this is like the angry Democrats just trying to get home from like maybe a Sunday and they're already pissed that Trump's about to win. And then they can't even get home through the traffic.
Wow. Yeah, you really do. In 2024, it's like a luxury to be able to be a Democrat. I mean, that means your only concern is abortion, really. And like Kamala and the Democrats, they really have honed in that as their party as being like basically college educated women who just care about abortion. Like that's their main, and of course, like, male feminists, but I think that's their main group. And like, you must be doing pretty well for abortion to be your number one issue right now with the economy as bad as it is, crime, the illegals.
Well, Trump's going to take it all away. Like in Colorado, you can like basically do it up to the day of birth, and they're trying to put it on our Constitution. And they're like, Trump's going to take it all away. Trump's going to take it all away. And I'm like, you can literally do it here. Like you sickos can do it until like forever.
He doesn't want a total ban. But people don't want to hear that.
The Project 2025, all that stuff. We're just like, no.
Yeah. Hello, Keanu.
Hi, beauties. What are y'all doing? You look marvelous.
Live from your South Carolina studios.
Kiki Lou Studios South. Yes, we're in
Mickey-
Michaeline's studio.
Ooh, looking good. That you set up yourself by hand.
Yes. She even has matching wallpaper to mine, but in white. And then this is her rendering of my face that she put on a vase.
An artist's friend. It's like a court drawing or something.
Yes, there I am. Right. God, there's so many friggin' disco balls around this place. You have no idea. They're just littered everywhere. Just from my wedding. Oh my God.
That's what happens. You're gonna have wedding paraphernalia.
Disco balls and Skittles all over the place. Are you a banana?
Yeah, banana mommy tonight.
I love that.
We're having like the Mean Girls moment where there's just like one.
I'm the
person
only
who
one.
shows up in a costume.
I was gonna do it. I was just gonna like put some weird shit on my face, and I'm like, all right, well,
I'm gonna take it off my head in a minute, anyways. I'll get tired.
Don't. And I especially like how your blonde hair comes out the bottom and looks like a Billy Goat beard.
Super cute.
You're a ray of sunshine.
I have costumes and things. It's just everything's in flux. Down here, we're redoing the studio, and I don't know where my wigs are. It's very stressful to not know where your wigs are.
I feel like there's so many redheaded costumes though. Like there's so many. There's like cute ones. I feel like too. But
the
yeah,
Wendy's girl.
Yeah,
Wendy.
You could be
With
sexy
long
Ronald
stockings.
McDonald's.
You know, I was gonna wear this, which is my fabulous mother-in-law bought me this shirt. I love Trump because he pisses off all the people I can't stand. I was wearing this all day today, and I may or may not have got it covered in hot fudge, and so I had to take it off before the show.
Sounds sexual. I love
You want to know how I learned that my shirt was covered in hot fudge? Because it's black. I couldn't see the hot fudge. I learned that my shirt had hot fudge on it because we may have gone out for ice cream, a couple of us, and all of a sudden I'm like snuggling the bean, whatever, giving him kisses. I look down, he's got 2 stripes of hot fudge going across his face, and I'm like, what? He looked like Braveheart. I was like, what happened to you? Like, oh my God. And it must have gotten on my shirt or something, and then he was like nuzzling my shirt. And then I was like, oh my God. And I was worried that it got into his mouth because he's not allowed to have like sweets or sugar or any of this shit for like.
He's not?
At least no. Not at least till 1 year old. Because that's
Babies
when
are
people do
denied all the fun.
smash cake and all that. But I don't know. I don't want to give him that crap right away. And I'm like checking his mouth like when a dog eats something it shouldn't have. I'm like, open your mouth, what's in there? And then he just smelled like chocolate.
My dog Harmon ate a cigarette that I threw in the yard the other day.
Oh,
like, what do you got?
You know who has a dog? Is Courtney.
Hi, I'm Elle Woods, and this is Bruiser Woods.
Bruiser Woods.
I got into Harvard. What? Like it's hard?
Oh, yeah, like it's hard.
Courtney, Kiki, we were talking about the epic Trump rally in New York City that just finished.
I just watched it.
Yes. I wanted to go. I wanted to bring the bean, but we would have gotten jostled, and it would have been bad. I wanted to like put him in a little carrier, and but it would have been a very bad idea. And it was super duper packed to the gills. It went great.
That. Right.
And left-wing media is already trying to spin it like, oh, this is similar to a Nazi rally. And I'm like,
what? Why?
Because they're tired. It's like their last shitty thing that they can say about Trump. It's like, oh, well, he admires Nazis. Like, I really don't know. They twisted something he said. And that's their argument. It's very sad.
Praying. They took people praying at the one here, and we're like, oh, they're having. I'm like, you people are just terrible. They're praying, like.
I think my dad said there was like, because it was packed. I watched it with my dad before I came over here, and then I think they said there was like 75 people. 75 people. I'm Kamala. There was 75 people outside. No, there was 75,000 people outside, even just to like be there. Wow. Maybe that might not be the correct number, but it was packed inside and out. So
your Kamala impression is so good. It is so fantastic.
Just giggle and sound like an idiot. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Anyone can do it.
You have to laugh down.
Oh my God, Rebecca's here! Holy cow!
I am so sorry. I thought
it.
that I wasn't going to have a babysitter, and then my parents were like, "For SimpCast, we will come over."
Oh my, no way! You know what?
They love Chrissie Mayr.
We're gonna do a row of blondes at the bottom.
Yay!
We're gonna do bottom blondes.
I shouldn't wear my hair like this. My husband told me it makes me look like a candy apple.
A candy
That's adorable.
They're cute.
No, like
candy
he's like
apples
your head is
are
so
delicious.
giant that when you wear your hair up, it makes you look like a candy.
Is this
You
supposed to
look
be
like a candy
foreplay?
apple.
Is this supposed to be
know.
part of something that
I
gets
do
you
like to be
in the mood?
insulted a little bit, but you know.
Damn.
You know
So
how
you
it
can
goes.
stay in your place. I get it.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
Hello, Rebecca. Good to see you.
You too. I just had this giant fat baby clawing at my boobs.
Cool.
Is it?
Yeah,
good?
that sounds fun.
I got hot
Are you
fudge
talking
all
about
over
your
mine.
husband?
No, my actual fat baby. I'm so tired of nursing and stuff.
How old is she now?
She's 8 months, 9 months today.
Wow.
She's 8. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, really.
We're 3 months after you. Wowie.
How's your babe?
Oh, he's so chunky and good. I got hot chocolate, not hot chocolate.
Hot
just
fudge.
Hot fudge on his head. So I felt bad about that. But I don't think he ate any. And I gave him
Better
a
hot
bath.
fudge than poop.
And
Is
it wasn't
poop or
hot.
fudge?
Yeah. For
I
a
was
second, were you
confused.
concerned? Were you like, oh my God, what is this?
I was
What is this?
concerned. I was concerned because I was like, oh no, did it get in his mouth and his eye? And he just was like,
But you knew what
I
it was
stopped.
right away, or did you have like a
yeah,
momentary
because
it might be poop or some other brown liquid?
he hasn't gotten poop on his head. No, the highest it's gotten is like mid back.
Ugh.
But yeah,
Ew.
I'm crushing it. I'm crushing it as a mom for sure.
I had to snatch him while he was
Oh, hi,
fine.
Kit.
Look, he's nice, unlike the cat I live with, who's the devil.
Wow.
I know it's so funny. He hates being held, but look at him. He's like, all right,
He
this
submits.
might as well
I
happen.
love when cats do the little straight arm thing.
Yeah, they look like DJs, like they're spinning records.
Oh, David Ketta. David Ketta? No, that's terrible. Stop it, Chrissy.
Oh, that's actually I like that. We're gonna change his name. His name is now
put one
David
paw.
Kata.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
Oh,
Hi, Kit.
To a Tack Air, thank you for the 5 Chrissy Mayr memberships. I'm just going to blow through a couple of these. Aaron Howard, I know that I say this a lot, but Chrissy Mayr is looking fine today. Thank you, Aaron.
Ooh.
Look at that.
You are Chrissy. Chrissy, have you ever had your colors done?
Look at that. What are my colors done? No.
Does anybody else know what this is?
Like,
Yeah.
is it like a
season?
summer,
Your
winter,
season.
spring,
Yeah,
fall?
yeah.
Yeah, the colors
I
that work
think
for you.
I think I would be a soft summer or a spring.
People
Really?
are always
Like,
surprised though. They go to the color specialist and they're like, "Oh, I could have sworn I would be like a winter, but it turns out like I'm a summer, spring." And like they're all, people are
When
always
did you
surprised.
put me onto that? I should maybe get it done.
I don't
And I'm
know.
like-
I just got it done. And she's like, you look good in orangey red. I was like, you are
What?
fired. Fired. I just, there's just no
Orangey
way.
red. Get out of here.
Nope.
You
But
should
your
try
lipstick
it.
looks excellent on you. So whatever you're doing is.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna say what it is, but fuck them. They don't need my free advertising.
Keep
Papa's Gatitos. Heaven is a face on earth. Lawrence. Wow. Simp detected. Simp detected. To a Tack Air. Thank you for the
Simp
orange.
detected.
That crowd in Madison Square looks like it's on the verge of rioting at any moment. Yeah. Very
Uh-oh.
dangerous. George
Dangerous.
Seinfeld, a black, a Jew, and a Hindu show up and speak at a Nazi rally.
It sounds like the beginning of a joke. A black, a Jew, and a Hindu.
I know we have to wait for the end of the joke. The original Haktua girl, but I am black. Honest, sure. Charles Hurst, thank you for the yellow boy super sticker. Deranged Lunatic Courtney, you are very good Discord host.
Oh, thanks, Strange Lunatic. I feel like you might be sarcastic there, but thank you.
Or foreign. You are very good
Yeah.
Discord host.
You are very good. I'm like, is your English your second language? Night Owl. Ooh, you ladies are proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Oh my God. I know you love me.
Oh, Oh my god.
He's such love and light. Always such positivity.
K-Max Blonde, how is your foot doing? No feet pics when your foot is in this condition.
No, it's fine. Like normally I wouldn't post pictures of an injury, but I had this like major fallout with my podcast co-host who was like, it wasn't a big deal. It's not a reason for you to be late to the show. But my foot was so fucked up.
Oh yeah, I
So-
saw that. It looks really
I never
bad.
would post something like that. But like injuries after you're 30, it's like I took a step wrong. But injuries when you're 20, it's like, oh, I was blacked out drunk and I fell down a flight of stairs and I have this like tiny little
They're
cut
fun
on my
injuries.
head. Yeah,
They're
like fun
memory.
injuries. I literally just took.
Oh,
I was
man.
holding my baby and took like one weird step, and my foot's like mangled.
I
Oh
might
yeah.
have
So
Ever throw your back out sneezing? That's fun.
that's an old person
I
injury.
threw my
yeah.
back out while driving once.
Oh yeah, old person injury. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just driving home.
Thank you for the
No more
fact.
back.
When I saw your injury, I almost sent it to like a family member who is a doctor because I was like, "This is
really?
weird. Like, this is so."
It looked a
sad."
lot worse than it was. I'm pretty sure I had a partial tear of a ligament or something. I
Oh,
couldn't believe
God.
nothing was broken.
It
But I
looks
was only
really
20
bad.
minutes late for that show. Just FYI.
I hope that you're feeling better. Like I hope you're nursing that wound a little bit. Like drinking a little bit of wine and like being like, "Oh, I have to." It's okay. And, like,
Yeah,
doing
really,
what
it's
you
for my
need to.
foot.
Yeah.
I've just been hobbling around. My husband's out of town, so I've got to just do everything.
No. You
It's
can't
okay.
even milk it from your husband. Be like, "Oh, I can't walk."
I did on the internet though, and that's what really mattered.
Yes.
Rebecca, I saw a
Two
couple
matters
people in the
most.
chat. I don't know if you wanted to like talk about because you mentioned your recent change to your you left the
Sure.
podcast because I know people are going to be asking about it, and if you want to briefly like explain for the people that are curious.
Do you guys want the tea? Should I
Yes.
spill the tea? Yes.
Extra hot, baby.
I don't have a teacup. I have one of these.
We want the pump.
Just fill
So
up
has anybody
my-
ever been
my
in like
mustard.
a relationship forever that they just kind of let die because nobody could bring
Pull the
up
plug.
how they were going to break up? Like you've been together for I was doing this podcast for like 9 years.
That's forever in podcast time.
It's forever. But it started falling apart 4 years ago. So I'll tell the story really quick because I'm sure nobody really gives a shit about this, and all the tea has already been dished.
I'm riveted already. So please.
Go on.
4 years ago, my podcast co-host was engaged to this chick, and I had just had a baby who was a month early, and she had really bad jaundice. So like, she was yellow, and they put her under a bilirubin blanket. But when I finally got her home, and I only missed one show for that, when I finally got her home, they were like, you have to cluster feed her. You need to feed her every half an hour so that she can poop out the bilirubin. And I was like, okay. And so my husband was out of town for a week, and she wasn't taking a bottle, so my parents couldn't watch her. And this is like 2 weeks before her due date, or a week before her due date, something like that. So she wasn't even supposed to be born yet, and I'm trying to do the podcast. And so I messaged my podcast co-host, and I'm like, can I just turn my camera off and breastfeed her? She'll just fall asleep. And he's like, listen, my fiance thinks that is an inappropriate thing, and it should not be part of our relationship. So he made me leave the podcast for 10 minutes every 30 minutes to like go out there and feed my baby. And so I told him that, this is.
So you were still turning your camera off?
So wait, you
And you're
couldn't
just
have your camera
doing the exact
couldn't
same
have
thing,
your-
just in a different room instead of right there.
couldn't have your camera off and still talk.
Yeah,
That
he's
was
like,
not
I don't want
allowed?
noise disturbances, and she thinks it's like sexually inappropriate or something. And so I was furious.
Sexual. It's you're
Wait,
literally
a
feeding your
woman
kid.
said that?
His
do you know
fiance
for
at the time,
a fact? Do you know for a fact he wasn't just blaming the fiance?
I
Like, it was
don't
his
know.
opinions. Okay.
But it doesn't seem like something he would do. Anyway, so after that, I told them like, this is anti-family. We're supposed to be pro-family. This is an anti-family thing. And he made me formally apologize to his fiance. And I did it.
Formally,
I did it.
how?
He's like to
with
go
a quill and
um,
like a piece of parchment.
no, I mean I had to like write out like, I am sorry to your blah 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 for
But
whatever.
why is she a part of the podcast? Is she? If she?
No, he's like, she doesn't have any
why?
creative control, but you know how it goes.
She's
so
got
after
bad,
that,
you know,
it
She
was
has some
like
penis control.
oh my God, I know it was so bad. So after that, the relationship was so damaged because I in my mind, I'm like, if it ever gets to this boiling point again, I'm not apologizing. So I was making half the money. That was always the agreement, which wasn't that much. I think I was making like 35 grand a year, something like that. Like for podcasting, I'm not making Tim Pool, fuck you, walking around money. But hourly it was great. But after that, like I was so pissed off all the time. And I'm like, now I know who runs the show here. And then a few times, behind the scenes, he would get me on a Zoom call and be like, you need to tone it down. You can't be so racist. Like I have this black physician neighbor. I don't want her seeing this and thinking that,
Oh, that's when you should have left.
I should have left after the breastfeeding thing, right?
Wait,
So
I can't be racist.
I know. And so I was just getting tone policed and I didn't care about daily news as much because I'm like we're doing this Trump thing again. Like it's 2016. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? And so I'm like listening to all these stupid segments that we've been doing for almost a decade. And I'm like, he's like, well, you didn't bring any content to the show. I'm like, you want me to bring like,
well, you think I'm a racist. So why would I bring any? Yeah. What do you mean? Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm appropriately racist, I think.
That's fine. Thanks. He knows. And it's just
so after this foot thing happened and I was 20 minutes late, I was calling him like 2 hours before the show and messaging him. He just never answered me. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll just hop in the Discord whenever I get there. And then I get in there and he doesn't let me in. And then he just makes me wait for like 30 or 40 minutes. And then after the show, he's like, you handled this so badly, like blah, blah, blah. We'll talk about this later, whatever. So we talk about it later and he comes to me and he's like, if I'm going to be doing a show with you again, I need you to take a pay cut to 60-40. I need you to be more engaged. And then I was like, well, can I do half the topics? And he's like, no, you can't be trusted. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then he was like, okay, well, don't say anything until I stream on Sunday. And I was like, but I just want to put out a statement. Like, I don't want to do a stream talking about this with everybody. I think it's inappropriate. I'm going to blurt out things about your wife. Like, I don't want to be in this situation, And he's like, no, but don't put out a statement. And then he said, but you are not to appear in my live chat when I'm doing the stream.
Oh, so
and I'm like,
watch his show.
and so, well, I can't say anything to the live chat to defend myself. And so as soon as he said that, I just posted like a pretty neutral statement on Twitter. And then on Sunday, he posted a 4-hour stream where he just like shits on me, saying I'm wage gapping. He took calls where people were calling me like a filthy cunt and like all this crazy stuff, like the worst possible stuff you can imagine. 4 hours.
You look like the cleanest person I've ever met. Number one, and cunt, please.
It was
like
so bad.
Like
I couldn't believe it. And it wasn't about the money because if you're taking a pay cut from 35 to 28 grand and you're not the primary breadwinner in your house, how much is your life really going to change? Honestly, if he had been like, listen, I took this job at Tenant. I was taking some Russian money accidentally. I bought $1 million house. That's what he did at the time. He's like, I'm having hard times financially. I would have been like, okay, I honestly would have considered working for free at that point. I'd be like, okay, but that's not how it came to me. He's like, you're going to do this and this or blah, blah, blah. Like it's this ultimatum shit. And then after the thing with the breastfeeding, I was like, I'm never doing this again. Like if he ever wants me to apologize to him for something ever again. And then he went on the stream talking about like how I'm so neurotic and my foot wasn't a big deal. And so it was just so stupid. I'm like, it was so dumb. I'm like, why couldn't you just posted a statement? Just post a statement.
Why don't you shit on me for 4 hours?
Here's your statement. When I first read this, I just was like, oh, it just sounds like you grew apart and you did not enjoy covering the same topics that he did.
Yeah.
Wow. That's horrid.
Yeah, it was really bad. I'm like so shocked with how he handled
not-
it. Honestly, when I put this statement out, I thought he was just going to put a statement out and then. But I don't know. Tenant really fucked those people over. So I think that everybody kind of has to post hoc rationalize what a bad decision it was and that they're hurting financially. But if he would have just come to me as a friend and been like, I'm having financial problems, I would have been like, yeah, of course I will take a pay
He was
cut.
involved with Tenant?
Yeah, he was commentator 6. So he got
I didn't know that.
Contract for like $144,000 and then immediately started making major financial decisions based on it. And then I think when Tenet fell apart, because they didn't back pay him for like several months of work, I think they still owe him, which he's never going to get, like $40,000, something like that.
Whoa.
Oh no.
So I'm sure that he was hurting financially, but that's not how he came to me. Like, he's like, you're going to do X, Y, and Z if you want to continue the podcast with me. And I was like,
You must publicly apologize to me. That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, with the breastfeeding thing, I had to privately apologize, but he's like, he needed a formal apology, you know.
Ew.
And I still worked for 4 years after that. But you know, I love the community and I still like doing the show. It's just the daily news format, I think, has kind of petered out a little bit. It's like, who wants to listen to this? Don't you feel like we're doing the same thing that we've been doing?
Yes.
For 10 years. It's like every story is some iteration of something that I read in 2016.
That's the definition of insanity.
It's insane.
Well,
it's insane.
Now during the election so close, so it's going to feel repetitive.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I don't know. I mean, is Trump really going to change that much this time around? People are sick of the doomerism, but I'm not. 2016 was a totally different election. There was different energy. There was a different kind of hope. And I want to be realistic about the situation we're in. Like,
I mean,
it's not looking great.
The color of the woman that he's running against slightly changed. But
that's true.
Slightly.
Only slightly, though.
No hot sauce in
Yeah,
there
there's some-
first, though.
Yeah.
Just a splash of coffee in that milk.
Yeah. Okay. So things are, you guys are probably very much broken up. And are there hard feelings? Like, would you do collabs with him again, or how
I never, absolutely under no circumstance would I ever do that. No.
Ever speak to him again? Probably. I mean,
No,
he
never,
sounds
yeah.
horrible. I mean, I had such a, like, compared to your story, mine is super minor. And like, I thought it was the end of the world. I basically had like this guy managing my YouTube channel, and he stole like the tiny amount of money that I made, and like broke it off with me, and then contacted everybody that I worked with and my mother, like literally
Why?
my mother. Just saying like,
Mom.
Hi, Lauren's mom. I would like to tell you something about your daughter. Get
Yeah.
out.
Would your
I took
mom,
her money.
do you have the kind of relationship where that would be useful information to her or something?
she's an attorney, and so I was like, hey, like so he thought of her as like my attorney as well. Like, if there was like, I'm gonna threaten her with a lawsuit, like I might as well contact like her attorney. And so he like contacted my mom. He contacted Nick Ricada, who I was working with at the time.
What?
He contacted Martin
Oh,
Shkreli,
God.
my ex-boyfriend. He contacted basically everybody that I knew to say that like I wasn't, what was I not, like, I flew to Rhode Island to help some couple with like I was like investigating whether or not the state was taking away their child unfairly. And it turns out like, yeah, they experienced some corruption and some police brutality, but also they were kind of crazy people. And so like, it kind of made sense why their child was being taken, unfortunately, even though I'm very,
Good Lord.
That's why you flew
Whoa.
there to investigate, right?
I flew there to investigate, and I
Yeah.
spoke to like the state senator of Rhode Island. I spoke to the entire school board. I spoke to the police officers who arrested them. I spoke to everybody, and I found out like, yes, they had some corruption against them, but they also contributed to the issue. And I tried to explain this to them, and my producer was just like, no, you have to be on their side. You have to fight for them. Like, screw you. Like, I'm going to like sue you. I'm going to help this couple sue you. I'm going to prevent you from ever being a licensed attorney. I'm going to, like, he just came after, and then he stole all my money. He took my YouTube channel, which is monetized at the time, and he demonetized it.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He took it and then made it stop making money. That makes sense.
Yeah, and then he deleted some of my videos. He like reorganized my channel in a way, and like he had some of my passwords and stuff, so I didn't know how to undo it. And yours is like 1,000 times worse, like what you went through. And I remember thinking mine was the end of the world. I was like, oh, no one's ever had a worse relationship.
Well,
Your
the
story
thing about
was-
he was really fair almost all the time. And then I was getting wildly disproportionate money for the amount of work that I was doing. So that is totally true. Like he went on and acted like I was trying to 77 cents him and like everything like that. But we built the podcast together, and it was always the agreement that I would be his sidekick. And after all, we had all these interpersonal problems. I just kind of checked out. People are like, "What happened 4 years ago?" I'm like, well, you know, and so we should have dealt with it at the time, but instead I just kind of.
Is he doing okay now with his shitty podcast by himself, or
I'm sure he's going to do fine. You know, a lot of people want to hear daily news from people like Tim Pool. They just do. So I think he's going to do great probably after this.
Tim Pool still has the tenant media issue as well, and he definitely has his own problems going on. I think I don't know. So,
yeah. Well, you're not wrong to want to be paid fairly. Howard wouldn't be Howard without Robin.
I was not being paid.
Well, yeah, I hate Howard now. He sucks now, but
it wasn't about the money. Like I was not getting paid fairly. I was getting paid way more than I should have. But if he would have just come to me and been like, I'm having financial problems.
Right.
Can we renegotiate? I would have been like, yeah, I would have been like, that's cool. That's fine.
The problem though is this shit talking after you guys broke up. Like that's my major issue. And then
it was really bad.
And then telling you what you can and can't do, and monitoring you. The whole thing just sounds horrid. And I'm really sorry that you went through that.
Yeah, weird. I really was pushing it though. If you were watching the podcast, I've said a lot of shit.
But that's hardcore. That's cool.
What's the worst thing you've said?
Which thing?
You said you mean you said a lot of shit. I thought you meant about him.
Oh no.
No, hard R, all that stuff.
No hard R. No hard R, but
were you
hard R adjacent? Yeah.
Were you out there before the podcast? Were you kind of crazy energy prior to starting with him? Is that why he made you the co-host?
Oh yeah, I used to have a lot more energy especially about the news cycle.
Then what the hell?
Why? Well, it was my fault. I totally lost interest in doing this, and then we just never
were you saying the hard R. Were you being as aggressive and verbose prior to partnering with him?
Oh yeah. But I've grown. I've definitely gone further right over the few years. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't like this guy. I'm gonna.
I think it was both of our fault for sure, though. I mean,
it was you grew apart.
Yeah.
And,
but I mean, 9 years in podcasting terms is like an eternity.
And he's not very smart financially. He's getting himself into trouble. In my opinion. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't start making big decisions like that as soon as before the ink even dries. You gotta.
Yeah.
Gotta wait a minute.
Oh.
And maybe it's and it sounds like you didn't want to talk to him about, how can I do more content or how can we do more content that interests me? Because by the time you were there, maybe you were just kind of over it.
Yeah. And then I guess what we should have done this last time is really renegotiated the terms. And so I was like, well, can I pick half the topics? And he's like, you can't be trusted to do any of the work. I'm like, but we've been working together. We've been working together for 9 years. You could be like,
trusted.
Why don't we try this for a little while and see if it works out? But he fiercely defends creative control. He acted like I never brought him any ideas, and truthfully I probably didn't. But what am I supposed to say? I can't talk about race issues with any real gusto.
If you're the sidekick, is it your job to bring the ideas then?
Well, I think that what we should have done is I shouldn't have been making half the money from the beginning. But we didn't think it was going to go anywhere,
Yeah.
But this isn't some crazy financial endeavor. When you look at the money that Tim Pool makes, I think he makes $10 million a year or something.
Is he quitting?
He makes
I don't know. Probably not. He knocked some chick up on a show, didn't he?
No.
During
his wife.
No, that's wild. On the
his
air.
girlfriend. I think his girlfriend is pregnant. And
I thought she was a host on the show. To be clear, I do not watch SimpCast almost ever.
Yeah, he has a girlfriend that he's been with for literally. It's his girlfriend, and they've been together for literally years, many, many years.
Why has he been with his girlfriend for many years? And she's
some people don't. Yeah, I know.
Some people are together. We know so many people that are together 10 plus years that just never get married.
Look at Missy and Anthony. They just they just who needs it? Not everybody needs the.
My parents didn't get married till I was 5. So
can somebody? Why do people do this? I don't understand. I don't know.
I'm not technically married, but he's way older, and we didn't want kids, so was it?
That makes sense.
I shredded our marriage license. I never even sent it in. So I just wanted the party.
Look at you, little libertarian.
Amazing, guys.
Yes.
That's not.
All right,
it's
some
not
people in the
true.
chat are asking questions. Rebecca had a show with a guy named Matt Christensen. It was every Sunday. And what was the name of the show again? That you did, Rebecca?
The Matt and Blonde Show. Sorry, I was reading these chats.
And they broke up basically, and Matt was also involved with Tenet because someone was asking about Tenet Media. Tenet Media, I guess Matt was on that sort of network, and that network consisted of, I think, like Lauren Chen, Benny Johnson, Tim Pool,
Taylor Hansen, Ruben. Did we forget anybody?
And that might be the main squad. And then I guess it was people found out, what was this, couple months ago, that the Chens may have been taking some money from, I guess, I don't know, someone Russian.
Yeah, but I don't know. That seems something. I know Lauren, but that just seems like she would never do something like that. So I have to think that it was the government that was trying to discredit these kind of normie conservative,
That's
commentators.
possible. Yeah, and again, we don't know because we haven't heard from Lauren yet. So it's all just, I don't know.
I hope she's doing okay. Jeez.
I hope she is doing okay too. I don't really know the full story, I guess, until we hear from her. But
I'm so glad that you said his name so that I can mean tweet him right now.
Oh, yay!
I just hate that guy.
Oh man.
Oil King, bacon and eggs for Blonde. Yag. I tooted for what I understand. Both should be mad and are able to make something better. Bart.
He came over
Hart.
from the show. Hi, Oil King. Nice to see you.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Oil.
I just thought it was some man on drugs. What sense did that make?
It never makes any sense.
Oh, okay.
You know what? There's always
I
at
love
least
those
one.
people.
Yeah,
Right? They're entertaining. You know them. You get to know what they're going to say nonsense. And you're
Yeah,
like,
just
I love it.
nonsensical. I love the nonsensical things.
Yeah,
K-Max,
those are
Anthony
my
Cooper or
favorite.
Gavin McGinnis was Blonde's co-host. I don't think Blonde would be getting lectures on being too racist. Nor from
Maybe
the
Anthony
stuff.
Cumia, but I probably would be getting those lectures from Gavin McInnes at this point in time.
No,
What's he up to?
He's also very racist. He
Racist Colonel Mustard is the
I
most
don't know.
racist in the game. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
fired all the staff from Compound Media before the two networks merged. And yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked to him since then. So yeah, I don't know.
So we don't know what
I
he's
haven't
up
talked to him in a few
but
years either.
Lauren has to go. Lauren, let me see if any of these chats are questions for you. Lauren. No, I don't see anything in here. Yes. Okay, Lauren, tell us what's coming up for you. Any other pertinent information? Oh, wait, this is Lauren oriented. Jeremy Parker says Courtney and Lauren are looking magically hot tonight.
That's very sweet. Thank you.
Oh, and also Papas Gatito says, it's possible to be hotter than Lauren, but you have to burst into flames.
Well put.
Wow.
Great compliment.
Thank you.
Wow.
I see why it's
incredible.
called SimpCast.
That's great.
What's next for me? I guess nothing much. I've been doing speaking of Tim Pool, I've been going on Luke Rudkowski's show a lot, so I'm gonna probably do that Wednesday with Viva Frey and
Oh, cool. I love Viva. He's great.
yeah, I'm excited to meet him. And also I think I'm doing it the election night, and we're working on getting some really good co-host panelists for that show as well. And I'm also supposed to go to the Valuetainment party on election night, so maybe.
Ooh, you're gonna hang out with Peanut Butter Daddy. Nice.
Peanut butter daddy time.
My roommate is Amy Dangerfield, and she's one of the co-hosts of the PBD podcast. So she's going to be on stage for election night, and I'm going to be cheering her on, and and Trump on, of course. It's got Trump in there. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. Nothing really much on my own. But thank you so much. I love being on this show. I love you, Chrissy, and I love all the
you, Lauren. Even when you're slightly pixelated, I still love you.
Am I pixelated?
Just a wee bit. It's cute.
Okay.
Though. Charming.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, Maybe that's why I look so good. Because you
Aw,
can't see me.
love you, Lauren.
Okay.
See you next time.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Bye. Everyone follow Lauren. Follow her now.
Love her.
Derek C. Who is Billy Rubin? Dave Rubin.
Dave Rubin? Is he a silly Billy like Dave?
No, we were talking about Billy Rubin before. The Beacon Matt went off on blonde so bad last week.
Oh, it was so bad. It was 4 hours. So people are going to criticize me for like telling my end. But how long did that take? 8 minutes? 5 minutes? He was on for 4 hours last week. And it was just like he's taking calls about me and all this. It was so bad.
Do you think he's mad? Yeah, maybe.
Well, people love drama, and who knows? Maybe he was milking it for content. I don't know. I don't know this person, but I know people do love drama. So
I don't know, but it just seems like statements are the way to go when things like this break up. Like, is going on a stream with somebody really a courtesy to your audience? Like, we were both so mad.
Yeah, I mean, if he thought he could make money from it, from talking about it, then yeah, that's reason enough.
Well, this did turn out to be about money. That is just the irony. He's making it seem like I quit because of the money, but it wasn't that at all. I wish he would have come to me in a different way.
You lost interest. Like if you guys had talked like, hey, I feel like you're a little checked out. What can we do to make it more interesting for you? Something like that.
Something like that. And then if he was like, I'm having a hard time after this tenant thing. Would you mind, if I took 70% of the money, 80% of the money? And I would have been like, okay. And then I would have tried to do more of the topics to regain some of my interest. And then we would have renegotiated. But it was just like so explosive. And this is so crazy because the difference between like 50 and 60% is only like $6 or $7, something like that, $1,000 a year. And so that's what this imploded over, like that amount of money, which is not a game-changing amount of money for most people. Well, maybe, but people that are not primary earners in their family. But it's not like a total game changer for my financial situation. So I just can't believe that it fell apart over this amount of money. It's like, it seems so stupid. But I wish we would have dealt with it offline. The whole thing is gross, like feels gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, people do like drama. There wouldn't be reality television. And I'm the first person to watch it. That's why, he talks about it for 4 hours because it probably gets the views. It's,
Jonathan Prezion, I miss you, blonde. Stop this fighting. OMG, I wanted you to be friends with Chrissy, but not like this. What?
What? I don't think this is that big of a deal. I mean, after the stream last week, do people really think that I like brought the drama? I mean, I'm just on like how many people are watching right now? Not that many.
You should do your own 4-hour stream.
I don't know. I just can't. I'm so exhausted.
For a stream like that, and like I think of the times I've had to do something like that, it's because I felt like people were very confused on the details where I really had to break something down.
Right.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was more kind of all-encompassing than a statement. And sometimes I had to match it up with videos and things that the other person said, and I really had to do like a lot of timestamps.
But that's gross. Like it's gross to air things like this. You read my statement. I thought it was pretty neutral, and then he came on and it was just like absolutely vicious, personal. And even after that, I don't think I said almost anything for like a week.
Were you not expecting that? You were just thinking like he will just be a chill, normal dude.
No, I thought he was going to release a statement like I did. Like I thought that was going to be the end of it. But he was saying like I scooped how he wanted to end the show. But I was like, no,
fucker! Oh my god!
Well, he wanted to end the show.
It's like your life. Like, does he control your social media posts?
He controls her apologies. He makes her write them with a quill. And
seriously. But the whole thing was just so disappointing. Like, you work with somebody and then it just ends up all to be about money, like small amounts of money. I'm
like a divorce.
It was like getting divorced. Like I'm having weird dreams every night that he and his wife are trying to kill me and stuff. I'm like waking up like, what the fuck?
Oh no.
Yeah. Like I can't sleep. And it's really bizarre, but I feel so betrayed. But I don't know. I think everybody's over it. And luckily the mindset of people online is like, once something has been in the news for a week, even this tenant thing that was a huge deal. I mean, didn't they allude to it at the debates? That was over in 2 to 3 weeks, and now everyone's like, Lauren Chen, who? And she was a huge figure in here. So I don't think that anybody really cares about like my podcast breakup. It happened a week ago. So
And people care. I think, you know, the people that watch you, they just want to know your honest opinion of what happened, and then they'll take his honest opinion of what happened, and then people can decide for themselves.
But it shouldn't be like this I'm taking sides thing. Like, I think fundamentally we just disagree about a lot of racial issues and about constitutional conservatism. And I lost zest for the show. But I kept doing it because I kept thinking like maybe things will improve, and neither of us wanted to have a confrontation. You know, it's how it goes with a relationship too.
What I know nothing about this, unfortunately. What is his nationality? Is he like
he's a pretty standard white guy.
Oh, he's just a
standard issue.
That's racist.
Not for nothing. I just
But no,
yeah.
he's not a hard R. He's not a hard R.
No, indeed.
Just wondering, like, I don't know. Did he get the wrong idea? If she's like saying the hard R, and it's like her co-host is like a lovely black man or something.
Oh no!
Wait, did you really say the hard R on your show?
I don't think
Are
so.
you
I
on
think
YouTube? On Rumble, you can say it on Rumble, no problem. Oh yeah, you can go all out. You can go.
I fear the R. You know, I fear it.
No,
I don't like to say it. Not because like I strongly disagree with the sentiment or anything like that, but it's like crass. It's like a crass,
is
like
crass.
low
Yeah, you
class
can't-
thing to say.
And
you
people
know?
push it too hard.
They push it
Sometimes
too
it's-
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. I don't need to
It's
say it.
hard R though.
Only in the company of very close friends. Charles S. is hey, Courtney, and the rest of the panel. Blonde, great to see you. Sorry about the show breaking up. You guys had a good run.
It was a good run.
bummed.
That is true.
I'll never hear you read another Matt and I once made love chat. Lol. Oh,
I love Charles.
I know.
Number one.
It is really, really sad. Yeah.
It's what happens. Jonathan Prezione. I don't understand, Blonde. How could you never talk to Matt again? I thought you were good friends with him and his wife. How come you do not want to work it out?
Well, it was always business first with him. So like a few years ago, I was like, you know, I've only met him one time in real life. It's always been online. And that was in 2016. And so I was like, why don't we get our families together and we can go camping or something like that? And he's like, listen, I don't want to take our relationship into like the real world friendship zone.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah. He's like, you know, I don't
roast some marshmallows by a fire, and
yeah,
you know,
he's like, I don't want to go there. So this thing of like, you know, we confided in each other, and we have certainly a certain level of mutually assured destruction with each other and everything like that. But this thing of like, we were besties. Like he always treated me like I was an employee of
Do you think
his.
his wife was threatened by you?
No, she's
I don't
really
know
hot.
anything. I don't know anything about this.
I don't know anything
but-
about this, and I'm getting that vibe already.
No,
Yeah.
she's like really hot, and she's
But you're
young-
really
like,
hot.
way-
Yeah,
no, but
really hot.
she's way younger. I think she's like 32. I'm 37.
None of it
You know,
matters.
it's not-
You're saying you guys were good friends, and she had a very strong opinion about like the show that she was not a producer or a host of.
Right.
I guess
You're
so.
a
I mean,
self-assured,
maybe he was
like
like
that.
She was afraid of you
Yeah,
breastfeeding off camera
Yeah, it
because
was
if he heard it, he might get a boner.
That is
She's obviously
fucking
retarded.
control your
It
erection.
could be
That's
him,
not
and that
on
could
her.
be him too. It could be him, like that self-hate.
he might have
weird,
just blamed
like-
her for it too. But you know, like these things might sound small to people on the outside, but they are really damaging to a working relationship, you know?
Yeah.
Is that a chihuahua? My little dog.
Yeah, what's his real name? What's his real name?
This is Cricket.
Oh,
hi, Cricket. I have a little 12-pound chihuahua too.
Tell the world what you want to say, honey. It's your turn. You're no longer Bruiser Woods.
Yeah, I'm Courtney Body, and this is Cricket Body, and we're both
Cricket Body. Knitter, please says, Rebecca, what is your partner? What is your partner named Aaron?
Do any of these people speak English? Is this a bot?
No, I know some of them are bots. I think. Is it
I think
Tochi, Zato?
they missed a second comma there. Like, what is your partner named? Aaron?
Aaron?
Or maybe
gotcha.
Lupa is your partner named
right.
Aaron.
I also can't
Maybe
read.
like referring to Aaron Imholt.
Probably
Tough
the
read
toe.
lady.
Yeah.
I empathize. Now let's talk Tony Hinchcliffe and Trump rally at MSG. Hawk Tua was there. Oh, we will. Oh, we will talk about that.
Is your former co-host
kind of-
live right now?
Yeah, he's live right now.
Yeah, somebody said yeah.
I am entranced by this Hawk Tua girl.
Yeah.
She is pretty great. Jonathan President says, "Oh my God, blonde! Is this really what you want? You brought." He's back again. You brought the dynamic. The host left there as well.
Is this what I want? No. Why would anybody want this?
He's upset.
Like, I implore anybody listening to imagine what it's like for an audience that you've cultivated for 9 years and a co-host that you've known to sit and talk about how you're a cunt for 4 hours. Like, I was just listening to this and it was like my world was crashing down on me. I could not believe this was happening.
We should snipe him. We should snipe stream him.
Just
No,
because
Jonathan,
it's a
don't be
statement.
sad.
I don't know.
Teasing,
The whole thing was-
guys.
Jonathan, don't be sad. You know what? All
I'm
the things have to
down.
come to an end at some point, and that just opens a door for brand new beginnings and new exciting things that might be better than what you remember. All right, Jonathan? So it's all right.
That's true. I've been doing some breakup stuff though. Like last night I couldn't sleep. It was 3 a.m. and I got up and I cut my hair.
What?
Well, you still
Not all of it. Not all of it. Obvious.
No,
you look
I
like
cut
a
like
friggin'
4 inches off.
angel. When I cut my
This was
hair
like a-
or
this was like
dye
a
it, it's
friend
too much
breakup.
tequila, and I look like you don't want to know what I've done.
Get
You
some
look
hair shop
marvelous.
maybe, and just put like a little like some pink at the ends that washes out. Maybe.
Yeah, a manic panic that you stole from Sally Beauty Supply.
Yeah.
Oh
Or
yeah,
even,
manic
you know-
panic. That was the thing back in the day, right? And
It's
it
not like
never
you
looked
gave
good.
yourself
maybe.
bangs, like or something
like
in the
a-
middle of the night. You look
Like
marvelous.
micro bangs.
Yes.
Oh.
You're probably threatening to people, especially the boy
Oh,
run
God.
media. And,
Or get a
you
wig.
know,
Maybe get a wig. Just get a wig,
Yeah.
and then
yeah. But what is it about having big changes in your life where you're like, everything needs to change? Like, this
I
is
thought
so
she was going to say, "What is it about having big tits?" That,
what is it about having big
We don't
tits?
know.
I don't know
We
what
don't
it
know.
is. Tell me what it's like.
World,
Never
the
know.
world just behave a certain
They
way towards
sometimes
you.
just
You know,
act out. Derek C.
that's why you get
Timberland
training bras. You have to train them, right?
Yep, that's
He is surrounded by highly
I don't
regarded
even need a
employees.
bra ever.
We only could figure out who was responsible for hiring these people. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Didn't he
I have
hire
no
all
idea
his
what's
friends?
going
I
on
don't
with
know
that.
anything about. Do some of you guys work for Tim Pool?
No, I don't
No.
I
know.
think it's
what's
just a
going
lot of
on.
people who want to be like famous in a weird way, and it's political, and it's just people get weird.
But when
I
you
don't
hire
know.
a bunch
That's
of
been my
buddies,
take.
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
He hired his friends, and it worked
They
for what
made
it was at
music
the time,
videos.
and
They
then
made music videos.
it got too big for what it is, or what it like for that particular formula. And instead of
From
being
the-
like, "Hey,
The
we
clip
gotta
I heard, it just sounded like he sounded frustrated people were not doing their jobs. That's
Yeah.
what I heard.
And he
Uh,
he hired his friends and doesn't feel comfortable managing them.
K Max,
Bah.
too much hotness on SimCast tonight. Do we need Pearl
Whoa.
on to ugly it up? Pearl is the one gal I think that unites everyone on the panel, but she's
What
been
is
quiet
she up
lately.
to? I forgot about her.
I
You sent her
muted
a link, right?
No, she's
You
quiet
just-
to me.
oh.
I haven't sent her a link. No.
$5,000.
There was a while there that you would just send her a link every week. And you're like, I'm waiting for her
would.
to
You
show
know
up.
what? You know what? Let's send her a link. Here we go.
I think that was she ended up like joining the chat though, and then we like
Oh
we weren't
yeah, I
nice
don't
to
really want her
at
in
all.
the chat. She doesn't really bring much value. The beacon
What's
says
her
Matt is-
official nickname on this show, Chrissy?
the beacon
Clam.
says Matt. Oh right, Clem. Matt is calling you a loser and making fun of you for being on SimCast. Whoa, the SimCast. He said this is a lame live show.
Well,
Lame.
Matt is about to get
Well, that-
banned. Get out of here, Matt. You're an
Lame.
idiot.
I
You
don't
don't
know.
you don't have good
Sometimes
taste
Oh
in
no, he's
anything.
talking about my podcast co-host.
I'm
I don't know
not
what
I'm
beef
not
he has with
offended.
SimCast. Everybody loves SimCast.
What? It is what
We're
it is.
To be
inviting
fair,
you.
I did not plan on coming on tonight. This is a surprise
is a-
appearance.
It's the poppin'. Yeah.
It's a pop-in. Yep.
Beardo shirt. The following people will be perfect for SimCast: Soga Sisters, Madam Savvy, Kershie, Sarah Sansoni, Snarky J, Araceli Bloom, WFF News from TikTok, and Call Her
What the
Talk.
hell
I
does
will-
any of this mean?
I don't know. I know I've heard of two of these people. I will write these down. Thank you, Beardo. Oh, Jonathan's back. OMG,
Oh,
Blonde, this is
Jonathan.
not your home. Lol. HW had a show. Matt isn't like that. Yeah, we wanted you there.
Dude, there's no going back.
Jonathan, it's gonna be okay. Should we
Jonathan, It's
Maybe
guys
save
are
your super chats for therapy, Jonathan. It seems like this is probably bothering you a lot.
No, I
No,
understand why
he's-
people
I
are bummed.
I know Jonathan. He's just upset.
You
Beardo
get to
shirt.
know people. If you've been, how long have you been on doing your podcast?
9 years. And like
people get to
I
know you. There's
and it's like you have a
eras.
friend, and I've made friends from the show, and I've done meetups and made lifelong friends from the show. So
They're
I
going
understand
through
why
your
people are doing it.
they're going through a
God.
breakup too. Your
Matt
audience is going through a
wants to
breakup too.
negotiate between you guys. Matt is not about drama and try to be you guys talking again. You were my favorite show. Oh, he's really upset.
Oh, Jonathan,
that
it's
is
gonna be
sweet.
okay.
But I think that both of us are like never.
Beacon says
Never.
Matt just said you secretly
Would you
wanted
say he's
him.
dead to me? Is he dead to you? Is it that far?
He just said you secretly
No.
wanted him. I wonder if that's projection.
No, he never said that. He would never.
Okay. Just checking. Sam says Ride or Die with Blonde followed in the early Beauty and the Beta days, made living in Seattle less isolating, met her at an Owen Benjamin show.
Oh, that's
Great
so cool.
gal.
Thank you so much.
Sam is the shit.
I appreciate that.
America 76, thank you for the yellow boy. If you need a break from the drama, review Kill Tony's set from the Trump Madison. Oh, we gonna do that. From the Trump Madison Square Garden rally. It was hilarious. Still love Matt and Blonde. Thank you, America. Beacon says Matt is saying you were a traitor and a betrayer. All right, we're moving on, Beacon. Mark, you did not. Without Blonde as color commentary, MC is about as
Relentless.
entertaining as an AI bot reading a high school algebra textbook. See, you're getting love in the chat here. Mr. Michael Hunt. Courtney, I'd like a piece of your sweet pound cake.
Oh, my word.
That's untoward.
Hi, Michael.
James Short says, Matt who? I've been watching SimpCast for a couple of years, but I've never heard of this Matt guy. Thank you, James. You're a doll. Okay, yes, I did want to get into this. I couldn't believe that because I was watching the Trump rally at MSG, and I was like, that looks like Tony Hinchcliffe on stage. And I was like, no, it couldn't be. But it turns out, yes, he really was there. And which I didn't have him pegged as a Trump supporter. I didn't know. Maybe I'll wait for Keanu to come back because she is familiar with this guy. Let's see here. This is great because I guess, let's see. Kamala HQ did a clap back at him.
Oh God! I thought he's so busy. I thought Mr. Walsh is so busy running around. Right? He has time to get on a podcast with AOC. Okay.
So this is from his set. This is from Kamala HQ, Trump rally speaker. They don't even tag him. They don't mention his name. There's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. I think it's called Puerto Rico. I mean, this is obviously what you would call a joke, which the left they're kind of unfamiliar with. Let's play it.
It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
That's funny.
Okay. All right.
That got a boo.
We're getting there.
That got a boo.
Did they boo him?
Great. They did. That's great. That's funny. Okay. So anyway, Kamala HQ tweets that, and Governor Waltz, wow, and AOC react to this clip. And let's listen to their reaction. Oh boy.
These are terrifying. Absolutely wild times. It really,
wow,
really
it's so funny to see them doing a podcast.
There's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this.
Look, how retarded does Tim Walz look?
Of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. No.
Who is that jackwad? Who is that guy?
Actually, I think that's Tony Hinchcliffe.
What
which
does
is super
jackwad mean?
disappointing. I mean, I don't. He's a comedian.
Disappointing? Why? Because you
I
thought
don't follow this.
you thought he was a Hollywood robot, a Hollywood leftist robot. That's
Puerto
probably
Rico
why.
again. I saw it. This was when he went down after Helene, the horrific hurricane. People there, everybody coming together.
He gets all serious, virtue signaling.
Mm-hmm. He looks ridiculous with this hat on. He's trying to look like cool and young.
But yeah, they all wear the camo hats now. They're like, we're tough
Anybody
guys.
remember how he responded to Maria in Puerto Rico?
Dude.
It was absolutely horrific. Down there insulting people, throwing it. Look, I
It was funny when he threw the papers. That was funny. The people loved it. They loved
in the
it.
military at almost a higher rate than anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, it's like super upsetting. Obviously, it's super upsetting to me. My family is from Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rico.
Oh, my family's from Puerto Rico.
The thing,
the grandmama, her
that
mommy,
is
or
so
whatever.
messed up that I wish more people understood is that the things that they do in Puerto Rico are a testing ground for the policies and the horrors that they wish to and that they do unveil in working class communities across the United States. And I need people to understand that when you have
this is
some
like faux
a-hole
concern from AOC
calling Puerto
Is she
Rico
pregnant?
floating garbage.
Ooh, gosh,
know
I don't
that that's
know.
what they think about you.
Her face does look
That is,
different, though.
like
Yeah,
that's just what
we
they
think
think about
all-
you.
we
It's
think
what they
all
think
Puerto
about anyone
Ricans
who
are
makes less money
literally
than
piles
them.
of trash.
It's what they
We
think
literally
about the
think
people
that.
who
Yeah.
serve them food in a restaurant. It's what they think about the people
That's what you
who
liberal,
fold their
like,
clothes in
snob
a store. Like,
Sorry.
You're
dude,
right.
are you serious?
The
Like, are
privilege
you
of being-
serious?
Yeah, the privilege of being on this campaign is traveling across the entire country.
Oh,
There
God.
are hundreds of thousands of Puerto Ricans across in battleground states that need to send them a message on this. Need to send
Tim Walz drinks so much. He is a
He's like,
red-faced man.
Red face, yeah.
I was just thinking, like, he needs some redness corrector.
He needs
on his
a liver
face.
detox. Stat.
He-
Well, vitamin
like-
A. Vitamin A.
Yeah,
All right,
there,
so
he's
let's
got.
what else? What else are they gonna
I
say?
want them to
They
like
gotta vote.
roll that. I want everyone in Philadelphia to see that clip. If
Yes.
you live in Philly, why don't you go and see
Or
that clip?
Reading.
They
Yes.
would laugh.
live in
A
Reading,
hardworking blue collar
Pennsylvania.
Puerto Rican would fucking laugh at that. Like it would. They would love it.
Because it's a
They would think
joke. It's a joke.
hilarious.
It's not,
Yeah.
it's not actually how he feels.
Which I was
These
there. I
people
was in
that-
Reading last week. If
You-
you're in Reading,
Great
if you're in
community.
Philly,
Super, yeah.
look at that trash. Like, what is trash is people actually just thinking of other human beings that
No,
way.
it's a
Are
joke,
you
AOC.
actually
You effing
real- and
retard.
the thing that gets me is that these people rely
She's
their
signaling.
entire lives rely on working class people. If you have
Oh, yeah.
someone that's not there to harvest the crops that show up in your grocery store, in your Erewhon, or
That's
your
the only
Whole
working class
Foods, or
job
wherever
she
it
can
is
think
you
of.
go to.
Is
Wow.
If you think lesser of
The
working
fact that
class
Erewhon is her
Americans,
first
I know.
choice.
Yeah,
Right? That says
Like,
something about her
wow.
class and
That
background.
is
right?
the bougiest. I wouldn't even think to say Erewhon.
That's
like
the
one
worst thing. Yeah,
store
no
in
one
LA.
literally she's speaking to would even know what that is. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Like
not
I
good.
forget that it exists because I could never even like be in the general vicinity of it.
when we did Cart Narcs, I was like, can we go to an Erewhon? I've never been to
Yeah.
one before.
It was like
Me and Chrissy wandered
it was
around.
like
I was
a-
like,
It was like a different country. I was like, who are these
Yeah, with their
people? Like,
$27 smoothies and
tell.
like
yes. Chrissy's
They could
looking
tell I
at,
didn't belong.
$80 deodorant. And I'm like, Chrissy, look, it's a $45 avocado. This is amazing.
Did you get the
Jesus.
viral smoothie? Yeah.
I did buy the $20 deodorant though. It did smell pretty. It was like
Well, it was
excellent.
for prenatal purposes. No,
Yeah.
nothing in it. And it was, yeah.
So Tony responds to this clapback from Kamala HQ. Tony writes, "These people have no sense of humor. Wild that a vice presidential candidate would take time out of his quote busy schedule to analyze a joke taken out of context to make it seem racist. I love Puerto Rico and vacation there. I made fun of everyone. Watch the whole set. I'm a comedian, Tim. Might be time to change your tampon." Great response from Tony. Good job,
LOL.
Tony.
Isn't that the problem with the left, though? It's this total absence of a sense of humor. They take everything so seriously.
Because it's real for them. Like we can say, yeah, that person's trash, or we can make fun of a race or whatever, but we have friends in that race too, right? But they don't. They don't, and they're totally actually racist about it. Like
I mean,
they always
I
project
mean, I
it.
call Washington State a shithole, and I fucking live here. Hello.
Well, she was also
Ooh.
super wealthy growing up. She was called Sandy, and she came from she went to one of the
She's
wealthiest high schools in
from
the area.
Westchester.
She's from
she got
Westchester.
groomed. She got like picked and groomed from a
She got
private high
picked and
school, groomed up. She wasn't
Right,
a
but it's not like she was hanging
bartender.
around with a bunch of like Puerto Ricans all the time living in Westchester. She wasn't. This is not the life experience that she had. She's so full of shit.
It's
yeah,
West Side Story. No.
Yeah.
That's why she can
You're in
change her accent.
Westchester. It's
She changes
Westchester
her
Side
accent.
Story. Please.
Big shout out to Zul McCool. He is now king of the chat. Thank you for this red boy.
Yay.
Oh boy! Now I will
Zul
play
McCool.
the
Zul's the best.
Thank you, Zul McCool. I've been a SimpCast freeloader for far too long. Freeload away. I mean, now you're not.
Oh, he's got the Tool 10,000 Days cover. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Beardo shirt. Chrissy, if any of the guests I recommended can't be on SimpCast, maybe one or more of them appear on Chrissie Mayr podcast. I'm going to look into that Beardo shirt. Thank you. 6 turning. You just tripled their viewership right now. I don't know who.
Well,
but thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Mozzarella, thank you for the deucer. Yes, let's take a look at Tony's set. I always think it's interesting to watch people do stand up in places that maybe aren't ready for stand up, are not primed for stand up.
Kiki,
Yeah,
you're muted.
really. He's really misreading the audience here. I don't know why he thought this was a good idea.
I also didn't have
you,
him
Courtney.
pegged as I don't think he's ever let his politics be known, so which is why I was like not quite ready to see him at a venue like this.
Madison Square Garden, how we feeling, huh?
But very exciting to be performing. for many
Wow,
people.
isn't this special? 17 years ago, I was sleeping in my car behind the Comedy Store in LA, and I'm proud to say this is my 4th time performing at Madison Square Garden, the most famous arena in the damn world.
Oh, wow.
The American dream, alive and well.
Can you imagine, like, when you're performing for this big of a crowd, you have to go slower with your delivery just because, like, there's so many people.
Let it breathe.
The
Yeah.
rhythms. Yeah, you got
And then
let
it
all
crosses
breathe.
so many demographics. How
This
could you
is
even
very
know what kind
different
of
than
jokes
where
to
I'm
make?
used to performing, though. I'm used
Kids
to
there.
nighttime with people drinking, not so many babies in the crowd, and people
Aw.
that are obviously only here for Lee Greenwood tonight.
The lighting is not
I don't make my
half
political
flattering.
beliefs a known thing.
That's
It's
good.
divisive for a comedian to do
Be
that.
an American.
Just know I sleep well at night knowing who I'm voting for.
I know I'm free.
Yeah,
This is a good joke coming up that he's doing.
yeah. When I lay down and my head hits my pillow, it is a fantastic pillow, by the way.
That's cute.
I was staying
That
at the
is
Four
great.
Seasons
To the
up by
crowd.
Central Park one night, and I laid my head down, and it felt so good. And I thought to myself, what an amazing pillow. I have a little bit of money now. I could buy a good pillow. And I took the pillowcase off, and there it was. My pillow, my pillow, my pillow.
All over
Damn it, I
it.
bought
You know
4 of
has them.
And if you use the promo code KillTony, you
Yeah,
can
they
also
actually
buy
had a sale going on.
Oh my God.
my pillows. There's serious stuff happening, people. I live in the great state of Texas now. 18 years in Ohio, 20 years in California, and I got to see California
This is
turn to absolute horrendous thing. And
Although Trump
traveling
is
the
funny
world,
and
I got to
makes
see
people
San
laugh
Francisco
at his
turn into one
rallies.
of
That
the
guy's
most
got riz.
demented cities,
Oh,
one of
he's
the
so
greatest
funny. He
downfalls
called my
I've ever
governor a
seen.
chicken
Tony?
shit.
Is for the
Oh, it
upper
was
skin
so
that
good.
worked
It was
for
so
2
good.
decades. It's absolutely wild to see. And in Texas, stuff is really, really crazy. We're right there by a wide open border. Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them.
That's great. That's
It's
easy.
absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, people,
He's
I
doing pretty
welcome
good.
migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this.
Go
It's
back.
wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our
I think
country.
this is an ad lib.
Republicans are the party with a good sense of humor. Free speech is under attack, people. I host a show, and each week I get updates what words we're allowed to use and not use anymore. It's happening right now the past few years. It's a real thing. And, you know, you used to be able to tell people to Google stuff. My mom's a boomer in the state of Ohio, and there's no convincing her of anything. She's eating the cats. She's eating the dogs. They're eating the
That was
pets up
cute.
there. It
That's
is
cute.
absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And you know,
God, I hate the
there's a lot
lighting.
going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know
Yeah,
this, but there's
it makes 'em look
literally
kinda
a floating
satanic.
island of garbage
Right.
in the middle of the
Right.
ocean right
We
now.
knew there
What does
was
he
where
need?
red
He needs
hats,
Called
why
Puerto
did
Rico.
there's
we
too much light coming from the top. He needs
Okay, all
he needs
right.
some light straight
Okay.
on.
We're getting
Yeah.
there. Again, normally I don't follow the national
It's hard.
anthem,
Tony's hard,
everybody.
though. He's kind of
Isn't it
dramatic
exactly
facial
perfect
features.
comedy setup. There's some people here. All right.
He's
very
got
good.
chiseled features.
I like it. I have other
So
policies
so
that
his
I think
Puerto
should
Rico
be
joke
implemented
didn't
as
land.
well. Like
That
me
was good.
personally, I think football should
But
be
he's still
all
doing
year
good.
round.
I didn't see this part, so this was probably earlier,
So many
right?
great athletes. I don't know about
Yes.
you guys, but I
I'm just
think that
surprised he
Travis
did
Kelce
it at
might
like.
be the
This is
next
cool. He
O.J.
did it at
Simpson.
all.
This
Yeah.
is a great joke. I'm gonna rewind.
Sorry.
Oh, what? God damn it.
Comedian to do that, but just know I sleep well at
Wait a
days
second.
after
I
that.
missed it.
That means
Great.
that Biden, he didn't.
Oh, fuck me.
Sorry, it was my
The
bad.
joke was he thinks Travis Kelce is gonna be the next OJ Simpson.
Oh no.
Normally, I don't follow the national anthem.
He's gonna behead
Everybody.
Okay, I
Taylor.
think this is it.
This is exactly
Wouldn't that
the
be a
perfect
twist?
comedy setup.
Say something.
Some people here.
Jesus.
All right, very good. I like it. I have other policies that I think it should be implemented as well. Like me personally, I think football should be all year round.
Oh yeah, he was the first one.
So many great athletes. I don't know about you guys, but I think that Travis Kelce might be the next O.J. Simpson.
They were not.
Feels
They
good in
deserve
here.
more.
Oh wow.
The other side's got a lot of crazy endorsements. Swift, Eminem, Leo DiCaprio, Beyonce. Every day the Democratic Party looks more and more like a P. Diddy
Oh.
party.
Oh. Topical.
Oh, okay.
True.
Yep.
Okay, that's what you guys want. All right. Heck yeah. It's cool.
That's
Black guy with
interesting
a
to see
thing on
him
his head.
like
What the hell
learn
is that?
in
A
real time.
lampshade?
Like
Look at this guy.
do,
Oh my
do
goodness.
crowd work, Tony.
Wow.
You should be like, is
I'm just
Brick
kidding.
Sue
That's
here?
one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome. You guys this is a groany little morning crowd, huh? It's tough to follow this audition for the next Commissioner Gordon's over here.
Commissioner
This is way
Gordon.
edgier than I was
Crazy
expecting.
This is
times
really
we're living in.
edgy.
I mean, all these pointless wars.
And it's hard to go first.
It is unbelievable what's happening.
Okay,
right
yeah,
now.
it's first.
It is incredible.
should
Ukraine,
turn off the
Russia, Israel, it's like
Unbelievable.
bad soccer games. Who even cares? What are we doing? Why is our money involved in these wars?
He is a Dave Smith libertarian. He's said
When it comes to
before.
Israel and Palestine, we're all thinking the same thing.
He did?
Settle your stuff already.
I mean, as a
Best
joke,
out of
really.
three.
But
Rock, paper,
Oh.
scissors. You know the Palestinians are going to throw rock every time.
I'm racist, but this is horrible.
You also know the Jews have a hard time throwing that paper. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're having fun now. We're cooking. Hillary Clinton said that this is a Nazi rally here today.
Oh boy.
If they cheered, then it would be more
Can
concerning.
you believe
You know?
that? The most anti-war president of my entire lifetime. And she calls him Hitler. Let me remind you, Hillary, it was your husband who shot innocent people, or as he called them, interns. Yeah, Hillary, I bet you did not see that one coming.
Not see that. That's great.
By the way, if I
Classic.
commit suicide in 3 weeks, I didn't.
This is a tough crowd to do, but I think he's managing it well.
It's just obvious to me.
Right,
who the
people are
right
still just
candidate
settling
is.
into
This
the
guy out
crowd,
here
like-
dodging bullets.
Right. They're still getting
It
their
is
drinks.
Unbelievable, right?
This is a great
He
gig
took
for
it
him,
right
though.
in the ear. Unbelievable. I thought about this. I don't know if you have. Coolest place to get shot. Like if you're
Ear.
gonna get shot anywhere on your body, that's where
Mhm.
you want it.
That's true. You can barely feel
Right
it.
there.
Feel it.
Technically, he got shot in the head, depending on if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Right? If you're a Democrat, his ear was grazed. If you're a Republican, he survived the headshot.
He took a bullet for this country.
It is the best place to
started
get shot.
gross.
It's the only part of the human body will drive a piercing through like a little girl's ear for no reason. Right? There's just it heals fast. Nobody cares. It's the best place to get shot. He went down, saw blood on his hands. I'd imagine he thought right then, I think I just won this shit.
Yeah, really.
Stands up and says the most American words I've ever heard in my life.
I wonder if he was outside telling Merck
Before
after
that,
this.
there was one more. Let me
That-
get my shoes.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. Let me get my shoes.
My
I'm gonna get
shoes.
to be in the kids' Trump book.
Fearless.
Those must have been
Perhaps
some badass
still with
shoes.
an active shooter. He's talking like a guy that just had the best one night stand of his life. Right? Like, where's my shoes at? I gotta get the hell out of here. I thought-
Did they actually carry him out without his shoes? I
Let
would
me
hate that.
get my
I think that
shoes.
they forced him out of his shoes when they jumped on him.
And then the fight.
He
fight.
cares
What
about
he did was
fashion,
so
so
cool
he's a
that
friend to
Biden
women.
got
That's
COVID.
great.
They're probably the finest shoes.
Maybe he needs the
Oh yeah.
the art
Go
support.
back. Look at the
Tremendous.
timeline.
I would have
Tremendous.
voted. I will vote for
3
him if
days
he had
after
said,
that means that
"Wait,
Biden
my
didn't
Pradas.
get
I
to
need
hang
my
out with the same
Pradas.
people.
I need my
He was in a
Pradas."
sterile room in the White House, watching blood running down Trump's face as he pumps his fist. Biden's like, "Oh, fuck. Oh God, no." It's true.
When you're 80, you can't
Trump
walk without
survived an
shoes.
assassination attempt, and
Huh.
Biden got COVID. We vote next week. God voted 3 months ago.
Oh, they're gonna love that line.
Whoa.
Wow, cool gig.
Another great Austin, Texas resident, Elon Musk, will be speaking here later today.
Well, roast Elon.
Unbelievable. Genius. You guys saw him shoot that rocket into outer space, the largest aircraft ever, fires it off into space, and then parallel parks it back to planet Earth. Meanwhile, Kamala supporters can't parallel park their Toyota Priuses properly.
That's a lesbian joke.
Sorry, I listen to Elon Musk. I follow his lead. The world's smartest, richest man has my attention. Except for when it comes to stock trading, then I listen to Nancy Pelosi.
Ah, that's great.
But censorship is amongst us, people.
Cute and
It's a
clever
very,
as well.
very, very big deal. And I'm just here to say that you guys are for the right candidate. Tell your friends. Let's close it out. And let's make speech free again. Make America healthy again. Let's beat the team from California. The team from New York should beat the team from California, not only in this election, but in the World Series of
World
Baseball,
Series.
America's
There you go.
sport. I love you, New York. God bless New York. God bless America. Let's make it great again. I love you.
Wow, that's good. Overall, good, great job. That's a hard but awesome gig to get.
He was very clever. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, he was.
A lot of those people don't go out a lot. Like that was the biggest thing of their life in a while.
They're not going.
So
to
that was the
comedy
person
shows.
that opened
Yeah.
the show. They had the comic first.
I think he might have been the first speaker. Let me.
Yeah, he must have been because I watched a lot of it.
Rewind.
But they, yeah, of course, they're still like settling in and like,
Yeah.
I thought he was really very clever, hilarious.
I think
Yeah, they don't. Those people don't watch Kill Tony. Most of them probably don't watch.
No.
Like, you know.
And they're not. They're probably most people not appreciating him, you know, as much as they should. They're probably not going to be like, "Who was that?" and then like look it up when they get home.
Like, who's that weird guy who looks like he's from Ohio? What was he talking about?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Okay.
He's talking about those fucking
Why did
pillows.
I bring up? Yeah.
Why
That
isn't
was a
his
good
code
My
not
Pillow
working?
joke.
That's crazy. Like, I hate that guy. His My Pillow code is not working right now.
I don't know if
I
you
wanted to
saw
get
this
4
breaking
pillows.
news that Kamala actually did do. The
Oh
Rogan
my
podcast.
God.
Here is a little bit from Kamala's appearance on the show.
Donald Trump is literally Adolf Hitler.
You really think that? I don't know. I had him on and it didn't feel like I was talking to Hitler.
Joe, what more evidence do you need? He's having a rally at Madison Square Garden that is just like the Nazi rally that happened there in 1939.
How is it like a Nazi rally?
Donald Trump is going to be speaking in front of 20,000 people, Joe.
And what makes them Nazis?
Because they're going to see a Nazi speak.
So you think that because he's a Nazi, if people go see him, that's a Nazi rally?
I can't believe I'm sitting in the same chair Hitler sat in.
You're really going hard on this Hitler thing, huh?
Joe, he said there were very fine people on both sides at Charlottesville.
Yeah, but he specifically said that didn't apply to the Nazis.
I like my version better.
His grandkids are Orthodox Jews.
And once he's in power, he's going to round them up.
He's going to round up his own grandkids and do what? Take them to Disney?
Probably some kind of work camp, maybe worse. Did I mention no tax on tips?
Yeah, you stole that from Trump.
Joe, he's a fascist. He's basically like one of those Russian nesting dolls where he's the big one. And then inside him is Mussolini. And inside that one is Hitler. And inside that one is Pol Pot. And inside that one is Putin. And inside that one is Kim Jong-il.
So is that your platform now? Basically just he's Hitler until election day?
That and joy.
Hitler and joy.
And no income tax. I just made that up right here.
Do you have any original ideas?
That's right.
I thought
That's
the
right,
nesting
Adam,
doll
in the
thing was pretty
chat.
good.
If you like that, make sure to subscribe
Yay.
and follow for more.
I'm
Shout out to
Donald
Danny
Trump and I
Polchak.
approve this message.
I love him.
Follow and subscribe to Danny's perfect content.
I'm Kamala Harris.
That's great. Yeah. Danny Polchak made
love
it. That's super
Danny.
funny.
He's funny.
That is more entertaining than if she even were to go on.
Like
Rogan.
Adam
But I
said in
doubt
the
she
chat, that was way more articulate than she could ever be. Actually.
Couldn't she say that and joy?
And joy. Yeah, she's having a hard time keeping up the joy aspect of it. I think the joy has been beaten out of her.
Well, no one likes an
Yeah.
angry black woman yelling at you. That's not a joyful experience.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's their selling point? Like,
The joy
No,
does
it's
seem
angry.
to have been drained from her.
Left the building. Oh, Jonathan's back. I love you, gals, but I'm going to jump back and forth with Matt's stream. Blonde will still take emails from the community. I'm sure she will. Thank you, Jonathan. Adam Simon gifted 1 Chrissie Mayr membership. Thank you, Adam. Mark of Reality. Bill Clinton put us in 2 wars, Bosnia and Kosovo. Yes, he did. Thank you for that reminder. Mozzarella, blonde, and y'all should know it sucks losing hot female friendships because you lose the best possible wingman with other hot women. But he's married, so she shouldn't have been a wingman for
Yeah,
him.
that would be very bizarre if he wanted her to be a wingman.
Hmm. Jeremy Parker's, we need a national tent building day in Courtney's honor.
you
All
got
right.
you got the only cleavage tonight. You got it out. Like it.
Busted
Brought
out.
it. She brought it for everyone.
Costume
This
was
is
not
fake
good.
it. Ugh.
This clip was very concerning. This went viral this week.
Oh God.
It's a Kamala Harris supporter going viral for screaming at a child in a stroller. For what good reason would you have to scream at a child in a stroller? I don't know.
Oh my God, get away. What are you doing?
The look on that
How
woman's
is
face
this
that pushed her out of the way. Oh my God.
She's like that mentality. She's like a little 4-year-old too.
Wow. This is, I don't understand. Like, what did this little girl do? First of all, she's out way too late. She needs to be in bed
Dad,
snuggling.
don't take your kids
And
to
who knows?
rallies, I guess.
No.
Although I did go to, I went to the
Ross.
Ross Perot. I went to a Ross Perot rally in like 1992. My dad says that's why I've been a rebel all my life. It's because we went to the Ross Perot rally.
How old were you?
Yes. I think I was like 7 or 8.
Actually,
I was all like, homeless sign up. Everything.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I would never like, and I'm like, I mean, I would have took him to the Trump one in Colorado. Everyone was so happy and having fun. There was 15,000 people there. Like, it was so sweet. I would have brought my kids to that one.
Yeah, you're right.
You know? But not my nighttime ones.
So wait, this is a rally? It's not a protest of sorts? I don't even know
I
what
think
it
it's
is.
the end. I think it's the end of a Harris rally, and they're all waiting to get on like a train or something. I think there's like a
I just love the dad. He's like, get away from my kid, you weirdo. What are you screaming at her for? Like,
yeah,
she doesn't know where we are.
The little girl was like, she didn't back down.
She's like, Dad, this isn't Mickey Mouse. It's not even Minnie.
I would have instinctively been like, get the fuck away. Like, I would have.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Yeah, that woman
Never
would be
could have spoke
black
back.
and blue if I was there. Like, are you
Look
insane?
at the lady next to her. Look at
she's like,
I know. It's like, what the fuck? Because like, how deranged do you have to be that you look at this little tiny child, who's how old is she? 2,
what,
3,
4?
and you look over and you're like, yeah, I want to scream obscenities in the face of this small little
Right.
baby.
Look at the black
What?
lady next to her. She's like, Cynthia, calm the fuck down. What the fuck do you think
Yeah.
you're doing? Like, it's
Yeah,
not
who
that
the fuck do
serious.
you think you're talking to like that?
I know. What is wrong with you? That woman's on drugs. She must be.
Wow.
Why would she go
Yeah,
out with a little
SSRIs.
child? Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Look at this lady.
She's high on
like,
abortion and
that's
SSRIs.
I love this woman. She's like, I
Yeah.
don't know who the fuck you think you are, what you're doing. Like,
Yelling at that baby.
There was someone on
And
Twitter
that-
was like, that lady's gonna vote for Trump now, probably.
yeah, she's like, I think I'm in the wrong line here.
People
I don't know.
yell at a kid like you think, oh well, I can get in this little girl's face. Like that's somebody who I can threaten and bend to. It's so gross.
Yeah,
That's
and I'm not gonna
insane.
get they're not gonna fight back, so I can just do it.
Look at the poor
Ugh.
little girl's face. Oh,
Poor
no,
Bean.
sweet
bed.
baby.
if somebody yelled at the bean, I don't know. I've never been violent in
go to
my life,
prison,
but I'd
though.
find a way to be. I'm like, I will shoot you with paintballs. I don't know what else.
Oh my
Like,
God.
Oh
it
man.
would kill me.
Yeah.
I would, yeah. I
My
can't
sister
imagine how
once
you would
told
feel,
me-
Chrissy. Yeah.
My sister once told me about a little kid that was like talking about kicking my nephew in the stomach, and like another kid did it, and I was like, oh my God, I've never wanted to hurt a child so bad. I immediately was like, I would kick that kid's head off. That was the only time I ever
Yeah,
wanted
it's
to hurt a
really
child.
awful.
But it was like, you're
Oh, so
hurting
apparently-
like my little friend. Why are you doing that?
Apparently, this woman
Not
who
my friend.
yelled at this little girl is Jordan Sierra Bowen, a Texas Democratic organizer working for Kamala Harris. Times Now Digital cannot verify the authenticity of the video, but
What?
it
What?
is-
They're trying to say it's
I
AI or
heard like,
something?
I heard some of this got like, I don't know how the internet works. If someone says, I think the Jordan name was wrong the last I saw, but maybe not. When is this article from?
This is from today at
Today.
4:30.
Well, then that's probably real then.
Oh,
Maybe that was
boy.
Just hired a
There
bunch
was
of
a
women to
community
yell at
note.
children.
There was a community note, but they do hire people to do things like that. Like that is for real.
Yell
What's
at
going on in the world today?
Right. I want you to yell at all of the infants at the train leaving my rally, please.
Cause a problem.
Hold
What?
up your pro-abortion sign and scream at all the children.
So yeah, they're saying that she is social media saying that she is Jordan Sierra Bowen, the organizing director of Democrats in Harris County, Texas. Several posts have surfaced on social media along with the video where it's being claimed the woman seen in the video is Bowen. However, Times Now Digital cannot independently verify the authenticity of the video. Some users are also claiming she is the daughter of Vanessa Bowen, who is the employees relations officer, according to her LinkedIn profile. She's based in Houston, Texas, as per a LinkedIn profile. However, these claims are unconfirmed as of now. Here's the post linking her to Vanessa Bowen. Who is Jordan Bowen? The Harris County Democratic operative link to the video. A post on the Facebook page of HCPD posted a brief biography of Bowen on October 18th, 2019, where she joined the team as a Bruce and Diane Mosier Fall Fellow. Jordan is a native Houstonian. Why can't I read? With a passion for politics and progressive causes. The bio in the post states she attended the high school in Clear Lake and graduated from Texas A&M with engineering degree. Wow. Coaches lacrosse, worked in a myriad of other positions. Blah, blah, blah. So it might
And she'll be an operative. That's how it's worked in Colorado. You get these operatives that work with groups called like Progress Now, like this. They group up, then they marry U.S. representatives, and they're getting contracts from my county government, and like it just goes so deep. These people are so.
She's going to be our next president.
Silver lining. Now this baby can start a podcast, probably.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she can be like the next Haktua.
Yeah. Like I'm just a child. I don't know where. I can't even speak yet. But she'll have her own show. It'll be great.
It would have been funny. I mean, I would like and like punch the girl if it like came out and punched.
I would totally watch that 4-year-old's podcast.
It's like,
oh yeah, I want to hear her talk about.
She'll be doing the first pitch, at the next baseball game. It'd be great.
Her PR
Yeah,
managers, that's
I'm her
amazing.
biggest fan
They
now.
got her amazing. Yeah, I mean,
I hope
get
that
it
little
while
girl
the
got
getting's
a
good.
shit ton of ice cream that night.
Mm-hmm.
But no hot fudge. It's not good for the children. I had no idea.
I was
No,
eating. My
it's
parents gave me ice cream at 6 weeks. They're like, "Look how cute she likes it." Like,
Of course you would like it.
I mean, the 80s were a different time, you know?
It was.
My mom,
When I hear-
she'd
when I
be
hear
like,
about,
I'd have a
like-
pina colada while I was pregnant. The baby's protected.
Yeah. When I hear about something
pineapple,
like
the pineapple, like cancels it out or something like that. It's,
All right.
Yeah.
Fine. Maybe that's
Right?
why I'm
Isn't that
like
what it
this.
You don't forget all the time how much other countries like care about what goes on in the US, because I think sometimes I'm in like a bubble and you don't realize like other countries are thinking of you or give a shit. And I just love this video here of Japanese mech supporters holding a march in Japan with a giant talking robot Trump. I think it's a great clip.
We'll make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy with Bobby again.
With
We
Bobby.
will make America strong.
Look at the train.
I love that he
Yes.
looks like he's a Japanese version of Donald Trump, and he also has a Japanese accent.
Like, this is all just a game
this
to
train.
them. Like, this is awesome.
It's like Thomas the Train, like do 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 do.
Oh my god.
Thomas the Tank
I
Engine.
love it.
America strong again. We will make America strong.
I love being like where
Cool.
you could just watch Trump and like smile, and then how much people hate him. Like I love
hate
living
him.
in this
Yeah.
world and watching like. I'm not even like at the Trump. I love Trump. I love him, but like he's not my favorite man in the world ever. You know, I hate him for all the COVID stuff, but it's
People
like
love
you
him.
love him. How can you not love the man? He was
guy
at
standing in the front
McDonald's.
of this the guy standing in the front of this parade is wearing a "You Missed Bitch" t-shirt.
Jeez.
That's great. You gotta love the Japanese. They
love
they're
pop
adorable.
culture, and like Macy's Day Parade could never. This is so look how
Macy's Day Parade could never.
This is so like well sculpted, and they're carrying him on like some slats of like wood,
Yeah.
and he talks and lights up. This is iconic. This is Andy Warhol iconic pop culture.
And they all have the MAGA
Asia.
hats.
Yes. Then there's a weird train there. I love
It's
it.
Thomas the Train, but Trump.
It's Thomas
We don't
the
know what
Tank
it means.
Engine.
Oh my
That is,
god!
like, what does Thomas the Tank
Shining
Engine
Time
have to
Station
do
was
with Donald
awesome.
Trump? I don't
know.
Everything.
And he
I
has
think
like
maybe they
long-
watched, maybe they like Shining Time Station and Thomas the Tank Engine from like 20, 30 years ago, right?
They're
And
like,
then
look,
they
there's
also
nothing
love
more
Trump.
American than Thomas the Tank Engine and
Yeah,
a
Lily
blonde
Thomas.
wig.
And
forget apple
Frenchie
pie and
from-
baseball. No, Thomas the Tank
They're
Engine. Donald Trump.
Apparently they like this thing called Thomas the Train. So we'll put some blonde hair on it.
Yeah. Isn't that look? That's the inspiration right there. Beep beep.
Yeah.
I mean, that has to
That
be
was-
it, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, because then there was one that had an angry face, like that Trump was more of an angry face, and there was some of the trains had an angry face. Sometimes they were having a hard day. It was hard to be a train, and they were sad and upset.
Sometimes
That's not a
is hard to
parade.
be
That's
trained.
an art
Trained.
installation. We have to ask the artist what he was thinking when he created this, because I'm not sure, but I'm sure there's some symbolism. I don't know. What is that?
Life is so
They
fun
made
right now.
this.
I don't
They
know
like
if you guys are
somebody made
having
this.
fun, but I'm having fun.
I am
I'm
having fun.
Wild,
I just
wild.
think it's cute that Japan cares that much.
Do,
And you know what I also
Yes.
realized? Look at the comments from Trump's appearance on Joe Rogan. So many of them are, I'm watching from Sweden. I'm watching from every country, basically. Like,
have millions of
I'm a
views,
truck
yeah.
driver. I just listened to this like on my nighttime drive. Like, it's really cool to see. Like the whole world is watching. And
I thought it was very
like that.
poignant, your tweet, Chrissy, when you were like, Kamala, try getting her to sit down with anybody for 3 hours. She would never do that, right? I mean,
No more than
without-
25 minutes. She doesn't have it in her. She can't.
I mean, she could barely handle
improvise.
CNN.
it would be yeah, exactly. It would be it's more like 20 minutes of giggling and 5 minutes of here's
Again,
my
like,
teleprompter.
I want to
Oh,
see
yeah.
her do an hour plus and has to drink a whole bottle of wine. Like that should be instead of the debate, presidential debate.
She does that
that's what we
before,
should do.
apparently.
Yeah. Wow.
No.
And now that
Is
Rogan
there
episode,
another debate even before the election?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's it.
Wow, what an exciting few weeks.
Well, she got booed, and didn't she get booed recently somewhere?
Yes,
too? Like,
because she purposely misled the mainstream media that Beyonce was going to perform at one of her rallies, and Beyonce did not perform, and the people are pissed. Let's get into
I
that.
would have booed that too. I would have been booing that shit too.
Right. Like she didn't even
Yeah,
sing.
well, because there was like that one night where people were like expecting Beyonce to be there, and they're like, "What?
Beyonce
Wait a
gate.
minute, what?"
Beyonce Gate.
Oh, did she
It's
only
real
speak for like a
problem.
minute and then like walk away?
People were
basically?
expecting a full concert. Beyonce Gate is real. It's a problem, and the Democrats and Harris campaign know it. Let's play this little ditty. Getting booed. Whoa.
She don't know what to do.
Smile through the pain.
This is
Smile
brutal.
through the pain.
The more
She's
they boo
acting
her,
like
the
they're all
harder she
just cheering her
smiles.
on.
Like,
She's like, "Oh my god, thank you!" Like you.
When I worked at McDonald's, we would boo each other when we were doing a good job. So this is perfect.
Whoa.
Like even you guys as comedians, you know what? Like sometimes shit goes bad sometimes, right?
course,
But you
yeah.
like, yeah. And she doesn't even know if she can't handle it at all. Like she's.
She's like,
Ugh. She's just doing that thing where she tries to sound black again. Okay, so let's read the rest of the thread.
it's not
First
like
of all,
that
the
when
context,
it comes to
with
the
Trump-
rally. Yeah.
With Trump visiting Texas on Friday for his Rogan appearance, Kamala needed to make a splash. The play Bring Beyonce to endorse her in Houston, and the news was spreading. But Was it going to be more than just endorsement? And mainstream news ran with it. Okay, Beyonce returns to hometown of Houston to perform at Kamala Harris rally. Maybe, maybe not. But the media decided a performance was in the cards. And you see Vanity Fair, Politico running with the story that Beyonce is going to perform. You could even watch her perform live. USA Today says, watch live. Beyonce returns to hometown of Houston to perform at rally. But then she didn't. And here's Alex's tweet. People were mad as hell once Beyonce left without performing. It was a bait and switch. Ooh.
The Kamala Harris rally in Houston, Texas was absolutely insane. You saw Beyonce and Kelly Rowland walked out. Kelly looked like Beetlejuice. And then
wow.
After that,
horrible outfit. Horrible outfit. Oh God, she really does look like Beetlejuice. That's so. Don't these people have stylists? Why would you wear that? Why?
Why did the media say she was going to perform?
Kamala walks out, right? She gives him the hug, and everybody's so mad because they're like, what? Beyonce only spoke for 3 minutes? I thought we were going to get a free concert. Wait, what? What's going on? Wait, why is she hugging Kamala? I thought this was a concert. Oh, and then Kelly and Beyonce have a nice little moment, reminiscing. And then everybody realizes it was a bait and switch, and they walked their butts out.
Oh.
As soon as Kamala got on that dang stage, everybody was pissed off, rightfully so. They duped us. They duped the entire city of Houston, Texas. 30,000 pissed off people right before an election, less than 2 weeks away.
Wow.
What is Kamala Harris thinking? It was a night to forget, I'll tell you that much.
Wow, and look how her thing says just freedom, 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 but then reproductive freedom.
Kamala Harris should be.
Like that's her whole platform is abortions. Now, assuming the plan never meant to include a performance, how did the media get it so wrong? There are 3 possibilities. Number 1, they just assumed it would. Number 2, they were misled by the campaign to believe it would. Number 3, they coordinated with the campaign to mislead the public. Recent history seems to indicate that the likely answer is 2 or 3. Either way, they intentionally lied to the Democrat voter base in order to gin up interest in the rally, a rally with higher than usual stakes, given it was up against Trump and Rogan.
Well, wouldn't they be smart enough to know, like, if she's not going to perform, it's just going to look bad if we say or allow people to believe that she is?
They probably didn't care. It probably was just about getting a few thousand more people at that rally filled, get butts into seats to make it look more impressive.
And they get bussed in. They get bussed in because my friend was in Atlanta and he went to the Harris one and he went to the Trump one. The Harris one, they get bussed in. Trump rally, they were all waiting outside. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole coordinated thing. Like
no matter how I was, like if somebody said Green Day was going to perform at anybody's rally, I'd be there. Like I don't care how I would even vote. Then if they didn't, then I would be like, this is bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just going to make people angry. That's probably why that mom or that lady was yelling at that baby. Maybe she was saying,
maybe she thought it was the baby.
It's like, it's your fault Beyonce didn't play, you little baby.
Beyonce wasn't here. Baby's like, I'm 4.
MSNBC treated it as though it was breaking news when the Harris campaign announced that Beyonce would appear and perform at a rally in Texas. Well, they lied to build a crowd.
We have some big news to share for the Harris
Lied
campaign.
to them just like they lied about giving them syphilis.
Beyonce will appear with Vice President Harris tomorrow in Texas. We're learning, and NBC's Aaron Gilchrist is covering the Harris campaign today from Georgia, where she's set to appear with Bruce Springsteen. Aaron, the boss today, Queen Bee tomorrow. What more do we know?
This is news that a lot of people have been waiting to hear, whether or how Beyonce might show her support for Vice President Harris. And we have learned from 3 sources our team has that Beyonce will appear with Vice President Harris tomorrow in Houston, Texas. And the source says that Beyonce will perform during that appearance in Texas, obviously where she's from.
I mean, it was a performance.
She performed words for 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Technically. I wonder, what did she even say? Does
So
anybody
who-
know what she said?
So who lied? Yeah, who?
You can kill your
but the high
baby.
profile-
You can get it all. That's she's talked about
Right.
Said,
abortion. the whole
hello, I
time.
am not
Getting abortion.
singing tonight. Please vote for Kamala.
But the high-profile nature of this lie could have serious repercussions. Average Dem voters are pissed. You can tell because true believers are desperately trying to debunk the bait and switch. Let's hear what this woman has to say.
This message is for Beyonce. Beyonce, we don't give a damn about you. We don't give a damn about how many speeches you read from a teleprompter, how many rituals you do, or what kind of voodoo you do. Texas will forever be a red state. It will forever be a red state. It will always be a red state. I don't give a fuck what you do. And for you to come out here and try to finesse the black vote for a politician who don't even have no plans for your community goes to show us how much you care about your own people.
Get it?
What you need to be worried about is P. Diddy. What you need to be worried about is Jeff Epstein. What you need to be worried about is Jaguar Wright. What you need to be worried about is Aaliyah.
Yeah.
What you need to be worried about is God. And you need to repent and not worry about what our vote is.
Wow.
We don't
She
care
should really
about
be
you,
worried about Jaguar,
Beyonce.
right?
Bye, Beyonce. Because you got
Give this
God's
woman a
answer
show.
too, not us.
Let's get her on
Very
SimpCast.
poignant. Yeah.
Yeah, I like her.
Will this matter on election day? Who knows? But given the collapsing enthusiasm for Harris and the subsequent decline in the polls, it is entirely possible that a growing percentage of frustrated Dems stay home. A disaster for the D's up and down the ballot.
Trump may finally get his great white whale. Harris versus Trump National March. And you mentioned that New York
And
Times
this is
poll.
just
a
the
tie.
guy going over the polls. I don't trust polls.
I want to know how they're like trying to I don't know, backpedal on this and say like, oh no, it's fine. I want to know what I want to know what they're saying.
The poll.
They all
guys
lying
said,
about
like,
everything.
Yeah.
This is Kamala has
I'm
now
just like-
pulled the Beyonce scam twice on her supporters. What?
There are rumors that Beyonce might make an appearance. I personally think that that's
an
true.
Indian.
but
So
we shall
she's an
see.
Indian giver. Then she's an Indian giver. Let's
Yes,
Oh,
literally.
We're going to say this now. Can I say this?
Well, wait. Let's couch it in rumors and rumbling.
Okay, let's just say. So I mean, that's out there. The Beyonce talk.
You have to stay tuned, but I have it on really good word. The Beehive is buzzing right now because the preparation for the Beehive, it has to start early. Sources come from
Almost sounds she's saying the preparation for the behind.
backstage. That's all I'll tell you.
TMZ and The Hill reporting that she will indeed be making a surprise performance on stage here.
Congressman was just dancing along and he's excited that he's hearing rumors, which a donor confirmed to me that she's also hearing that Beyonce is en route. President of all things music and fashion and style, i.e. Beyonce, is going to show up. Queen Bey.
Surprise guest tonight. Beyonce.
I know Beyonce's got to be in town, right? My gosh, is that what we're in for? A Beyonce show tonight?
There are rumors that Beyonce.
It is so embarrassing seeing like these
So
grown
bad.
men get excited, like pretend to get excited about Beyonce. It's like you don't like her. You're not.
Yeah,
a
this
fan.
super cut of all these like, well, Beyonce will be there. Isn't that right? Like,
the Beehive is buzzing.
It's so fake. It's so fake.
It is
They're
so
like
fake.
so
Maybe
openly
they're
so
deceiving.
fake.
There's almost
We may see Beyonce.
Is the United Center going to be turning into the Beehive tonight? Earlier today, we spoke with Christy George, the executive director of the DNC host committee.
Holding out hope for Beyonce. Is that going to happen? I don't know, but that's what I want.
So maybe the mainstream media created it and then ran away with it, but then the campaign should have corrected them. Like, hey,
they
we're not
majorly
overpromising
should
here.
have. Right. Yeah, how did they expect that to go? They're like Vanity Fair saying this. Well, let's just let people think it. Might be smart. No, they're gonna revolt.
Crowded around here. I
Grown
know.
women are gonna yell
I
at
thought you would have the
4-year-olds.
insider.
Ken, maybe you can yell at a child later.
Tip on that.
I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they're keeping it very close to the vest. Of course, like everyone else, we're hoping that Beyonce makes an appearance.
There could be a surprise performance from Beyonce.
Is that a Beyonce song playing right now? And is that telling us something possible?
Oh, God.
Breaking news. Breaking Beyonce news. The rumor has it Beyonce may be performing. Someone's doing a warm-up with her song. I'm just saying, Rachel, two pretty powerful Black women up on the stage together.
We'll see if we get Beyonce. And Beyonce or no Beyonce?
I'm guessing she's here.
We're hearing
Oh, God.
rumors about Beyonce. I tried to get Senator Booker to give me the tea on that, but he just played coy.
Beyonce comes out, I just may lose my cool just a little bit.
Charles, we're going to break you off right now to get you back on the hunt.
Oh, God. They're all so
It's so
You know what else?
bad.
It's like, is this what's fucking important? Who would be performing at any
them it
person's
is.
rally?
I
Like,
don't-
has anybody even given a fuck about what Beyonce said? What did she say?
Yeah,
Like,
I
hello.
Beyonce.
It wasn't
Why
a
are
lot.
they
It
like,
wasn't a
"Oh,
lot, apparently.
Why is the
3 minutes.
mainstream media being like, there may be a Beyonce performance as well? Like, well, okay, great. We all know the song, like Love on Top. Love it. Great. Wonderful. What about what's Kamala gonna say? What like
Mhm.
and then she doesn't like it, I guess that's America for you. We just
It's
think we're
so
not caring
bad.
exactly about the right things. I don't know.
Like they can openly lie. Like out here in Colorado with that whole Venezuelan gang, the local media has literally been lying about it, and like they don't even care anymore. They just are like so obviously pushing different narratives for whatever reason, or making it go past the election or whatever. But they're openly lying. They have, oh, cops knew nothing about it. Oh, cops say it was a problem apartment complex. Like it's so crazy. It's so openly like
So fucking weird. Yeah.
it's like, what are you covering for? It's
Right.
It's wild.
That supercut, it was as if they were talking about like, okay, that would be appropriate for the Super Bowl. I think Beyonce might make an appearance at the Rolling Stone
Yeah.
performance. Like, right, but we're talking about a goddamn political rally. They give that much of a fuck, then it's so weird.
So here is Beyonce speaking at the
What was
rally.
she
in
wearing? Yeah, why
Houston.
was she
Like
wearing
a predator
Why was
alien.
They look more.
wearing that? Like a Bonnie
Oh my
and
God.
Clyde.
Behind
It's down.
buzzing.
I bet you Beyonce made her wear that.
I like the other lady's outfit
The
actually.
ugly suit.
There is something cool about like suits for sure.
Standing here on this stage as proud country
I'm a girl.
Texas women supporting and celebrating
Yeah.
the one and only Vice President Kamala Harris.
Okay.
A woman
Now
who's
what?
been pushing for what this country really
Surfboard.
needs right
Surfboard.
now.
More
At least get a
abortions.
cute thing, or-
It's impossible not to feel the energy in this room, the positivity, the
I
community,
think you're gonna sing.
the humanity.
Yeah, they're like,
We are
stop
at the
it.
precipice
This
of
is
an
the
incredible
longest.
shift.
Why don't you
the
have
brink of
a
history?
sparkly outfit on?
I'm not here as a celebrity.
Yes, you
I'm not here
are.
as a
Yeah, you
politician.
Why do
are.
you think you're there?
I'm here as a
Really?
mother.
Yeah, why did we pay attention
A
to you?
mother who cares.
Then why were you?
deeply
Why did you
about the
accept
world my
millions of
children
dollars to
and
be
all of
here,
our
ma'am?
children live in.
A mother yelled at somebody
yeah.
else's
We have the
child
freedom
the other
to control
after.
our bodies.
Is that a rumor that she got $10 million
A world
for
where
this
we're not
appearance?
divided.
Probably.
Our past, our present,
That's
our
a lot.
future.
I mean,
$10
she's so
million.
pretty. She is so pretty. Like she's so pretty.
She
I
is
love
pretty.
Imagine our
Beyonce.
daughters
Yeah.
growing up seeing what's possible with no ceilings, no limitations. Imagine
like,
our grandmothers.
if you like it, then
Imagine
you
what
need
they
to put a
feel right
ring on
now.
it.
Those who have lived to see.
Did
this
you see that thing?
historic
How she
day.
copied it from like a white video? It was like these
Even
old white
those
ladies
who are
that
no
did a
longer
dance
physically
video
with
that
us.
she like copied that
Imagine
dance
all
from.
the
Yep.
sacrifice,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
the sacrifice.
Yeah, that
Not
was
like
all
no, I don't
copied.
care.
We can
You can
witness
everyone
the
can
whole-
say I don't give a crap
the
about
whole
that
dance.
anyways, but like, yeah.
standing in her power.
Yeah, I saw
Not
a long
Reimagining.
video about how
Us
she's
white
showing a lot
ladies
of
are pretty
choreography.
cool sometimes, aren't we?
For all
We
the
can
men
get, we
and
can really
women
get
in this room
get down and funky. Just kidding.
No, Not at all.
All right, so singing, blah, 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 blah. Let's see
Not-
her walk off and like people get upset.
What actually makes me upset is it's like it's not a bad speech. They should just said she's going to give a speech. Like it makes
No,
sense.
she did a type 5. Oh wow! They played Beyonce's song as Kamala walked out.
So in a sense, she did perform.
I like when Kamala starts pointing to people, like she recognizes them. That's what you call a Disney hug, where the person in the costume left go first.
3 women in blazers. How original for a political rally.
How strong.
Although I hope Lauren's out having fun in her blazer
Let them
tonight.
go.
She had a-
Don't let them get away.
Why was Kelly even there?
Where's Michelle?
Yeah.
It was weird.
Kelly was there for scale. Meanwhile,
It would have
Dr.
been
Phil
a
was at
very
the, Trump rally. That was cool.
it would have been a very female empowery, like a win for them speech by Beyonce if they had just said, yo guys, she's not gonna fucking sing, okay? Like it would have been a win for them. Like,
Right,
well,
but
Beyonce said, but
people
nobody
don't
even
come
listened because
out.
they were just waiting for her to bust out the dance moves. Like
People
and for
do not come out to watch her talk for 5 minutes. They came out for a free Beyonce concert.
yeah. It wasn't a horrible.
And,
She's like, right. It goes right with with Kamala's thing. It's like, well, yeah, female empowerment, all this stuff would have been fine, but they just fucked them. They shot themselves in the foot. Like, no one even
people
gave
are
a
pissed.
fuck. Now they're just waiting for her to perform. That's awful.
Derek, see, the gal in the photo doesn't look like the one in the video.
Oh,
that
the
was from before.
puppy. I just noticed the puppy.
The puppy. Anakin's Burt Wiener, the child screamer, had a nice body at least. Well, that's one way to look at it.
I screenshotted
Michael-
you and your dog earlier and sent it to my guy downstairs, and he was like, "Oh, cute."
Michael says, Chrissy, do you still talk to
Penelope
Kumia?
showed up too.
Yeah, I'm still cool with Kumia. I actually haven't talked to him in a while. I've texted him like here and there, pictures of the baby, but we haven't like talked. But I think we're still cool. Adam Choi says Japan would be the best country if pro weed. Hi FM.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Adam.
Adam is great. Jeremy Parker says Banana Mommy dress like a banana at night and go around jacking people's shoes. And women call the cops and say a banana lady robbed me.
Yes.
Jacking.
Yes.
Jacking.
Yes. You've caught me.
It did look so
Everybody knows
natural on
now.
you. I loved it.
Yes,
I
she's
did
sitting
put it
amongst
on
her
before we
spoils.
started, but I put it on before start in between. So it was like,
Penelope wants to say hi really quick.
That's Penelope.
hi.
Say hello. Can you say I know?
Baby.
I love
you
it.
don't like it.
I'm
say
such a
hi.
little Chihuahua lover. I love
so
Chihuahuas now.
cute. She's
you're
my
doing
Hi,
it.
baby.
Oh yeah,
like a
yeah,
cute
you
baby.
hate
What
it.
does her
There you go.
head smell like?
Her head smells like perfection. Perfect.
Oh.
Perfection. It smells like perfection.
Doreen Stone said, Courtney, you need to introduce Harley to SimpCast.
Harley is we've been watching body cam videos, and Harley is a menace to society. We love her. Chris Thompson did reach out to her to see if we could get her on one of my
Chris
streams, and we
Thompson's
haven't
the
heard back. But yeah, she's amazing. When she got arrested, she's in the back of the car. She's like, "I'm the prettiest girl in Charlotte County."
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's amazing.
She sounds like she should have her own podcast. Adam
Oh
Simon
yeah,
gives
she
you
even told the
one-
cops that she was gonna headbutt them.
Oh no, a gifted membership. That is so funny. Oh, no, I like the little dog. Sometimes they pose in the background, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Hi, honey.
What kind of snacks do they like?
They love baby carrots. They also, it's really funny. I got this food for them. It was supposed to like help with their like dental hygiene. And I got it because the doctor fucking prescribed it, and it was too big for them to eat like for a meal. The bites were too big for like dog food. So I was like, whatever, I'll just give them to them like one bite, like one piece at a time. They obsess over those things. They think that they are like high quality. No, it's just basically a chunk of dog food.
Stop it.
That's rip. He likes him more than me, though. Look at him looking at him as he walks.
Oh, he's like, come back.
He's cute, though. He's cute. He's good boy. I love little dogs. Little dogs are the bestest little things ever. I love them. Right, go get him. Right, go get him.
They're way easier to deal with when they're getting unruly on a walk.
Yeah, I used to have big pit bulls, and now I'm like, 12 pounds. That's great. It's
Oh
great.
man, I would throw my back out with one of those. Like Penelope, I'm constantly like, nope, I have to pick her up and carry her around while I'm walking her. I'm like, ma'am, this is defeating the purpose. Can we just calm down and complete our walk? Thank you.
Yeah, never have a dog that's so big that it could like physically overpower you. That's bad.
That's a lot.
Courtney, I got Harmon a pup cup from Starbucks. He's like, I don't think I'm supposed to be eating this. I don't really like. It's just whipped cream in a cup. He's like, I don't
What else
think
is it? Is it ice cream too, like custard?
It's just whipped cream in a cup.
It's just whipped cream in a tiny
That's
cup.
it. So how much they charge for that?
And then I'm like, you can eat
I
it.
think
He's
it's
like,
free.
it just feels wrong. I'm like, I don't know. Do you not want it, or you're just trying to be a good boy? I don't know.
Oh man, when I had my dog Boots, the first time I took him through a drive-through and got him a pup cup, was like the best day of his life. And after that, no matter where, like I remember being in the drive-through of the pharmacy, and he's in this passenger seat, and he's like,
"Pup cup."
I'm like, no, wrong drive-through. Oh my god, maybe I should have left him at home. Like he was like trying to jump over my lap and everything. I'm like, hi, yeah, no, this is just my dog. Sorry, he thinks you have something for him. Like, ooh.
My brother got here one day earlier, and he took Harmon and gave him a pup cup and sent us a video. And Linguini and I both said the same thing. Like, you should have asked me because I'm his mother. Like, how dare you? Like, but he just didn't. And I was teasing. I would always just give him whatever. That's perfectly fine. But it's like, it's hilarious. We both said the same thing. But I don't think he really cared for it. He's just, he's afraid of the wind. So maybe he's afraid of his diet as well.
Wind?
He hates
Yeah,
the
I mean, if
wind.
it's something that he's not used to, he's probably like,
he's like, I'm scared. If the wind blows by, he's outside. He's a country dog. He's a pug. He hits the deck. Like, help me.
oh no,
Too much wind.
oh man, Boots believed that everything belonged to him, no matter what it was. Like, oh mom, what you got there? That's mine. Thank you. I'm like, oh my god, no, it's a latte. Stop.
It's so easy to spoil them, especially when they're little. It's like,
I know.
Max says, if we're talking dogs, what was happening to Lisa Elizabeth's dog last week? Do dogs get hairballs like cats do? What could cause such coughing?
My dogs actually get, I guess it's called allergy bronchitis. Penelope had it really, really bad a while ago. And then Cricket had it like sort of. And so I thankfully have like leftover meds from Penelope's situation. So I just give some to Cricket every once in a while. But
that's good.
Maybe that's what it is.
The cat has to bounce on Ford's cat. Thank you for coming on.
Sorry, I couldn't be more active. They came. My kids were just so restless.
You're a good mom. It's always the damn. You're just busy being a good mom. Give the people final thoughts. What you're working on. What's coming up. Where they can follow you.
So my handle there at @CatCanada_TM is my handle for all my socials. Mainly, I'm on X. I have finally learned to stop calling it Twitter, although that sometimes still does slip out. I actually did my first live stream directly to Twitter only just a few days ago. So I'm trying to start to do those things more. So that's where I'm most active. That's where people can find me. let's see what's coming up. The biggest thing probably will be the Strong and Free conference in the new year, and hopefully also the Jordan Peterson event that's here locally. that I'm
Yeah.
Love him. They call me a Peterson stan. So thanks for having me on, Chrissy.
Great.
Girls, good to see you. Forrest, Mommy, Keanu.
Hi, Kat. Good to see you.
Hi, Kat. Whenever.
Bye, ladies. Love you.
Everyone follow Kat. Everyone
Thank you,
follow Kat.
Chrissy.
Do it now. Follow her
Do it now.
Do
Without
it
the
now.
help. Do it now.
Mayo Monkey, thank you for the super sticker.
Red boy.
Red boy. Is it a red boy?
No, it's not. It's one
It's a
of those.
pretend red boy.
It's to scare you and be like, I'm so
Yeah.
excited. And then,
It's a red
"Aw,"
boy
but
in
it's
sheep's
nice
clothing.
all the same.
Thank you.
I know they do that for some reason with the super stickers. They're like a different color, I guess. And yeah,
It's a
The-
tease.
Ladies,
You
I hate to do
guys-
this. I actually have to go to my flight is so early back to New York, but I love you all. And I want to hang
right.
out with Mickey for a moment. But
Oh, yes, of course.
yes, so
Thank you for coming on, Kiki.
tell Michaeline that we say hello.
I sure
I'm
will.
sorry about your
Mwah.
grandmother again.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. She's with her purple cane in the sky somewhere.
Was
you
that
know.
your mom's mom or your dad's mom?
My dad's mom. She
Aw.
Courtney knows. Courtney, I loved your little. I didn't.
Turn off all the lights. You're wasting electricity.
Yeah, she was 90. Yeah, she was very old. But
I
it
love
was
that she got a
sad.
burger no matter what restaurant she ever went to.
No, a hamburger and a glass of Chardonnay. Yeah. So rest in
together?
peace. Oh yeah. Oh my
Good
god.
old Patsy.
Classy. That's classy.
I wasn't
Chardonnay.
expecting her to die.
Like it.
She was in hospice, and then I got here, and then we woke up. We were on our way to go see her at 10 a.m. My brother had gotten here, and then she was like, no, she Irish exited just like she does. She just decided to die at 6:45 in the morning anyway. We were like, wait, what? Okay, all
She
right.
didn't want to wait
Kathy.
for it. Okay.
No, I know,
That's
but
fancy.
she was a
That's
strong,
why old people
badass
get up
lady,
so early.
so. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that woman, man, she woo. She was
She's-
clinging. I love that, just like how she stole the car keys and drove off when she found out that she was gonna go to a home.
right.
And she was found at a
My
restaurant.
dad came home and she had just driven 12 miles down. She didn't know where she was going. I thought she just was sitting there having a hamburger and a Chardonnay. Like she was just gone. She was a
Bless
sassy
her.
lady. Yes. So,
Yeah.
but I'll be
Very
back in
headstrong.
New York tomorrow.
She was ungovernable.
Yeah, she could
Exactly.
not be.
Just-
Yeah, you couldn't contain her. That's just who she
Yeah,
was.
never a dull moment with that woman.
Rest in peace, Patricia. Love you all. Mwah. I'll be back
Love
next
you,
week,
Kiki.
of course. Bye, bye, bye,
Love
bye,
you,
everybody.
Kiki.
Bye,
Bye.
Kiki.
Follow Kiki. Follow her
Oh my
now.
god! One of my favorite memories of her was when Keanu was visiting and Patsy was in the other room watching Keanu's live stream, and Keanu walked into the room for a second, and she goes, "This is the most asshole thing I've ever seen in my life."
She said Keanu's stream was the most asshole stream thing. Wow.
Like, man,
I
all
love
right.
old people honesty. You know,
Yeah. Oh yeah. What a
they just
what a
don't
funny
care.
lady.
Aw. My favorite thing my grandma ever said was like, she's like, I made a new friend at church this Sunday. He's black, but nice. And so now I say that about
Famous
everyone.
last words.
But you know exactly what she means by that. You know, he's black, but nice. Okay.
Yeah, you know.
You didn't have to reach for your purse right away. Good for you, Grandma. She kept it 100, but she's like proud of herself for having a black friend.
Oh.
Did you guys see this
Yeah, well, good for
ad?
her.
This is a white dude for Harris type ad, I think. Wow. Okay, let's
Another
let's
one,
all
huh?
see it.
Amazing. Oh god.
Ugh. Is this to Ward? I think it's probably fine. We'll see.
Oh! Sorry, you can't do that.
What the hell, man? How'd you get in here?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, We're banning porn nationwide.
You can't tell me what to do. Get out of my bedroom, you creep.
I won the last election, so it's my decision. I'm just gonna watch and make sure you don't finish illegally.
Oof. That's so lame.
That's their porn category, is being watched by an old Republican politician while they jack off.
I guess so.
I swear.
I mean, to be honest, yeah, probably. It's believable.
Okay, what? An actual like porn sound. Oh, I just found this ad
I
when
know.
tested. Moves under 30 men 3.5 points away from Donald Trump. That's massive. Guys don't want to be. Oh my God! Stop playing. Jesus Christ! Stop it!
YouTube was gonna shut us down.
Sorry.
Stop.
Woo!
What?
We
It
can't
won't
do
stop. All right, I can't.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Stop
It's
playing
crazy.
Too many breathy moans. That was just me.
I know. Well, yeah, that sound. That was what was making me uncomfortable. Was that noise? I'm like, something's gonna happen. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like
The dude
it.
looks like a
Me
cartoon,
neither.
but like the sound is telling me something's gonna happen. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't need any under the blanket activity. That's so
Yeah.
lame. That's really lame. Like, I don't think anybody's trying to ban porn.
No, it's because certain states are making it so that you have to have ID in order to use pornographic sites. Like Texas is one of them. And so like
Oh, yeah.
Pornhub is
So that you
making
have
a
to be,
big
what,
stink
at least
about it lately.
18?
Yeah, and so you have to have like proof of ID. And like I understand the argument where like, hey, that's kind of you're like don't be telling me what to do. Like I shouldn't have to give you my ID. Like I'm 39. I don't want to have to give anybody my ID just to go to their website, whether it's pornographic or not. But like at the same time, there are certain situations where like your ID is going to be required, but also like they're trying to keep children from accessing these sites. And so like while it's pretty easy to put parental controls, especially on a site like Pornhub, where like it's right there in the name, it's very easy to put the controls on there. Not every site is going to be that easy to spot and put parental controls on that. on
Yeah,
certain
my very
devices.
nice big bosomed teacher isn't like a common thing to block.
Well, like I remember one guy when I was in 7th grade, we had some computer class and this guy was like, hey, go to Kaylee.com. And I thought, oh, he's dating a girl named Kaylee. Maybe like it's something about his girlfriend or something. Everybody who typed it in, they all had, there's a bit like a chick. I remember specifically this chick was just deep throating a dude, but it was a bunch of different videos going at once. Just porn everywhere. Why would you think Kaylee.com was going to have
Right.
porn on it, right? And so there's going to be certain sites where it's going to be hard to negate
Roadblocks. People let their kids play games and stuff, and they end up talking to weirdos who take them to weird
Yeah,
sites.
and that's even scarier than them stumbling upon porn. But it's just like you just have to continue to monitor what they're watching, and if they're on a site that you don't recognize, double check it and make sure to block it if it's not something that you think that they should go on. And that's where, so it's like, I don't know. I think I'm more on the side of like don't ID me, but that's a big that's a big
Well,
thing.
usually
'Cause
the
I
people
wanna
who are
protect
trying to
children.
control, people are trying to control overall. They can't control themselves half the time, right? So it's like a
right.
and you're like,
Like,
I can control
I want-
myself. I can watch porn only like twice a week, okay, not 7 days a week or something, right?
Right. Well, it's like I know that certain things that I have issues with that I can't control myself, but like, what does that mean? I have to ban grocery stores because I overeat sometimes. Like, what are we doing here? Right?
How sad would it be when we
No.
have to put our ID in to watch porn but not to vote? I think
I
that's
know.
Right. Well,
tough.
that's a huge issue. It's like, wait a minute.
Do you
it's
think it's
such
an
a
issue
nightmare.
where? Do you think it's an issue whereas if it's like underage porn or something really like disgusting and illegal that they at least want to know like who's watching this and who's consuming this kind of stuff? So who like to sort of
Maybe.
go
They can
after? I
track that
guess.
if they really, they can track that if they want to. They find them when they want to. So like, so there's that, like, but it's just a matter of like, to me, my only concern would be protecting the children, but you need to protect your own kids. Like you need to learn how to parent. You shouldn't have kids if you can't figure that one out. Right. Like, come on, keep kids and devices out of your house if you can't figure that one out. But because other than that, yeah, if there's illegal activity happening, like they found the fucking Ross Ulbricht, and that was like Silk Road. That shit was on the dark web. That wasn't even on the regular internet that we use, right? So like, they'll find you if they want to.
Yeah,
if you're
these
doing
kids these
illegal
days.
shit.
These kids these days. I'm older than you, so yeah, these kids these days anymore.
These darn kids.
Dang kids. I don't know. I think
I like
porn
grew
is
up.
kids.
My parent, like I used to think my parents were strict when the 90s and stuff, when like internet was just starting and all that. But I'm like, holy crap! If it was nowadays, I would be so strict. I would be
There's
like
way more internet.
my siblings' kids didn't have phones until they graduated high, and they're like the odd kids out, but they're like fine. They're fine. They're fine without it. You know, it's wild out there nowadays. I can't believe it. I would be the strictest parent ever.
You don't need a phone. Like God, if you had to give a kid a phone for something, like if we don't pick you up, you gotta call us, or
right.
I don't know, you're on a field trip, then I would maybe lend them a phone. And then even at that point, it would be severely limited on like what kind of
My
apps
nephew
and
has like a
capabilities.
watch that, and he's like 9. He has it's a watch, and it can
GPS.
only call my sister, and my
Okay.
sister can call it. And so
Yeah,
but like
that
he
makes
can't
sense.
just like get on the internet and all that stuff. So he has a way of getting a hold of her, and she can always figure out where he's at and get a hold of him. So stuff like that would be perfectly fine. You know, there's definitely options out there for kids that are not
to
old
use
enough
the
to understand.
technology of like I can know where they're at GPS wise without letting them get on and talk to like Alex Rosen,
Strangers,
people-
or
like the
your
people he
15-year-old
catches.
daughter sending nudes to people that end up spreading it around the whole school.
Oh, no.
Which is so sad when you hear about those stories. Just like, oh my God.
Because I totally would have done that too. If I was that
I
age,
know.
so I'm
I know. I'm like, I feel like that.
Send nudes? Oh no. As a
The only thing that would have saved me from that is
Oh.
that nobody wanted to see me naked.
And I have a
back then,
dad.
so
I totally have a
wouldn't
dad in a good family. I just know I was just that kind of a kid, man. Like,
Well, I have an excuse. My dad was in jail. All right.
I probably could
I
have
have
been
no
tricked into
excuse.
sending them to like a guy that I liked, and then that guy would screw me over.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing that would have saved me at all, is that like dudes were not asking to see me naked, so I wouldn't have done it. I'd have been too scared to just like randomly send it to someone. They're like, well,
sorry,
guess I can't send this to anyone because no one asked.
But luckily,
gosh.
we didn't have that growing up. Luckily, all we had to worry about was bad hand jobs.
I lived in the middle of nowhere. My parents did it right. They're like, we're moving to the middle of nowhere, and you're gonna wear hand-me-downs, and like you're gonna be not cool. I thank them to this day because I'm like, I get it. Like, whew, it's a wild world out there.
It's scary raising kids. Ugh. I think with a girl, it's like, yeah, don't send nudes, don't do porn, and then with a boy,
At the
it's
very
like,
least, don't let your face be in there. 'Cause, you know, at least-
Yeah, right.
Put a Halloween
I
mask
say keep
on or something.
ugly. I say keep your daughters ugly and awkward. Don't let them fit in. Don't let them like.
Don't
grow
give
up.
them a
I don't know how
hairbrush
you do
or
that.
shampoo.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, as soon as they find like a nerd hobby or whatever, just really, really like lean into it a lot. Like, oh my God, you're like an avid reader. This is great. Here's a shit ton of books. You're never gonna want to leave the house.
Read all the books.
Something, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's my niece. My nieces were like, I haven't even read. I don't read books. I have shoes behind me, not books. Okay, and like, so like, I like my nieces though. They read so many. One of my nieces was like, she's read The Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged, and then she was like giving me all these like, and I'm like, I haven't even read Atlas Shrugged, and I'm like a libertarian stuff. And I'm like, way to go, because I could not do that.
Get on it.
I know.
Good
I
for
love
her.
it.
Yeah, my parents gave me braces my sophomore year of college, and then I swear to God, they kept them on longer than they needed to. I was like, touche, it worked.
Well, maybe they were just waiting for insurance to roll over.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Jonathan again. Hello, Jonathan. Chrissy, I haven't been around in a while. Not sure if you want to talk about it, but did your situation with your dad ever get solved? Nope, still dead.
Yeah, we don't know if he's coming back. We're waiting,
He's
but
probably not coming back. I have the ashes and everything.
Oh.
But no, they did
That's
not. They have
terrible.
not.
Real difficult.
They have not brought someone in yet. They are working.
They
on
have
it,
any? Do they have any idea?
though.
We don't have to talk about it, but
Yeah, it's kind of complicated.
as is murder.
Christmas
typically.
murder is complicated. Christmas loving engineer. Porn is bad for many reasons. Arden Young did good on calling some of this stuff out. Yes, we had Arden on the show. She was great. Yeah, my feelings on porn have changed as I've gotten older. I used to be like, people can do whatever they want. Now I'm like, the more people I've
just know
spoken to
who's
who have done it,
weirdo.
the more it's like, something probably happened to you. Something bad happened to you. Instead of dealing with that thing, you ended up doing porn. So, whatever.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Like people go, oh, it's fine, do what you want, but then you go, oh, would you like be fine if one of your kids or somebody you loved ended up doing it? And then you'd be like, oh, no, not really. That's the answer. It's a spiritual weapon, Erica. There you go. Anyway, sorry to kill all of your guys' boner, but we love you.
Murder to like doing porn.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh man.
All the topics. I did interview
Bring our
porn
boners back to
stars.
life.
Yes. Yes. I am not the one who interviews porn stars. Many people do interviews. I would say I don't know if I'm known for that. I've
You've
interviewed
talked to Brandy. Have you talked to
all the
Brandy
time.
Love? You've talked to Brandy Love before,
Yes,
right?
she stopped answering my phone
follows
calls after
me.
after I had her on the SimpCast where Alex and Melanie called her out. So that was the end of that friendship because she thought I planned that, and I was like, no, dude, not a planned thing. But you know it.
Some people say I look like a younger, smaller version of her.
You
Sometimes I'm
do.
like, that's really sweet. Thank you.
You do.
Like, she's pretty.
That is sweet. Sam says, happy shared grief month. So we're the dangling kitty and my PFP and your paw are sharing a box of Katzenzungen and burgers with Keanu's grandma. Oh, thank you, Sam.
Oh.
Yeah, it's hard. I think I have to see a counselor about it. I got to deal with it.
Don't let them trans you over
I
it,
haven't been
though,
talking
please.
about it to anybody.
Could you imagine?
Don't go trans over it.
my,
Dude, look, I can't
my
get over my
dad
dad's
dying.
murder, and I kind of want to be a dude now.
Oh, you're a man. That's why. You need to turn your genitals into a penis now.
I need to take a hole and make a pole with it. That's my only answer. I would make a terrible guy. I can't drive a stick shift. I can't open a pickle jar. I really can't lift that heavy. Like at my gym, I found 2 other people who are Trump supporters, and now we have like a little workout gang. And one of them's a guy, one of them's a girl. And I'm reminded like just how much stronger guys are. And it's just no big deal.
Man.
It's the F45 classes. He's picking up these big ass dumbbells, and I just like it's nothing. And I was like, I feel like I have to work so hard to lift a fraction of what. And I'm just like, damn, they really are just so much stronger. I forgot.
They just do it. They just like get it done. Like
it's
he does
nothing.
construction. He's like pulled like water heaters out of like random ass staircases in old houses, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like how are you doing that? That takes so much strength.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I
women
can do
are
like
strong.
some dude stuff, but like, there's just no fucking way I could be like an actual. Like, I can repair shit on my car, and I can drive a stick, but like, no, I'm not a good dude. I look at my boobs. Just take
Yeah,
those
you got
in the
boobs.
world.
Do you have too many boobs to be a dude?
You win the
I have too
cleavage
many
award
boobs.
tonight. You win the cleavage award for
Yay!
Wait, I gotta play the sound effect. Ready, go.
I'm trying really hard to like make them move like on the beat. It's not
Independently?
working. I was just trying to like make them go like at least make it look like they were dancing to that particular song. But
I think you did enough. I think you've done enough. I was like, wait, is it this? That's not it at all. Oh, come on, you people. We'll bust this out for Christmas. We'll all shake our boots to this one.
This is so wholesome.
Too bad.
I'll get little hat tassels for my boobs.
Yeah, little like Santa hat pasties.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait till Christmas
Oh,
time.
amazing.
Yeah.
I might
Someone
need
made
to
a
call
nude
it here pretty
painting.
soon too.
Oh yeah, we're landing this plane. Jeremy Parker
right.
says porn leads to R word and child abuse. On another topic, does anyone know how to get out the vote campaign in cemeteries? It's too late to DNC. It's funny, Jeremy. Yeah, I was thinking of voting early. That might be better in case there's shenanigans on election day.
Yeah, because the right typically does votes more on election day. So then it's like, well, we should use it. I mean, what they're doing out here with the immigrants, it's real. They can get a driver's license, and as soon as they get a driver's license, they're automatically registered to vote unless they like say no. And I'm like, what? It's so
They're
messed
making
up
it
what they've
easy.
done. It's so
Mhm.
messed up. It's so messed up.
It's cray.
I don't even want to vote. I want to let my man take care of everything. I don't even want to vote.
Let's do a little outro music. Oh, I can't make anything blank. Never mind. Courtney, what's coming up for you?
Well, I'm not 100% positive just yet, but if you want to find out, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel at Was That Courtney on YouTube, or you can follow me on Twitter at Was That Courtney and find out what's happening in the near future. We're probably going to keep watching some body cam videos, maybe listen to some prison calls. We might pick up
like that.
Ted Kaczynski's manifesto, but I don't know, because it went from really cool to like really boring really fast. But you know, again, body cam videos, prison calls. That Was That Courtney for all the Jews.
The Jews?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because I'm white, so.
Forrest, mommy, what's coming up for you?
We all know who Hitler would have saved here, all right?
That's if the Holocaust happened.
Hey, the left is making Hitler sound pretty cool these days, so you know.
Yeah.
That's they're doing it. Not me. It's not me. Just at Forrest Mommy on Twitter. I'll start streaming again one of these days. And yeah, at Forrest Mommy on Twitter. I got nothing coming up.
But you might. Everybody hang on to your shoes so Forrest Mommy doesn't take them.
Yeah. That's what they're saying. Take them.
Stiletto snatcher.
I'll fight you. I'll fight anyone. I'll fight not even a girl who wears heels. I'll take them.
Oh, please subscribe if you have not already. I'm trying to get to 100K on the YouTubes. Working on a few different interviews. Want to do some kind of maybe election special. That would be good. Ooh, I'm getting my hair done this week. That's really exciting.
Yay! Oh, that feels so good.
Can't wait. Can't wait. The hair goes from looking great to like, oh my god, it looks like shit. What's happening? Anyway.
Feels good.
Thanks
Get
for
it
watching.
freshened up.
Thanks for watching SimpCast.
Thanks, everybody.
We love you guys. This was so fun. Always a good time. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Courtney, for staying till the end. You guys get MVP recognition. See, I play a little. Chirp. Yay! Thanks for watching,
Ooh,
guys.
double chirp.
And then let us know in the comments and tweet at me who you want to have on the show in the future. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.